करुणा सिंधु गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all the devotees for today's Bhakti Vaibhav class from Canto 5. So last week I was not there. Some devotees, you had a class from previous chapters, it seems. So we'll continue from chapter 19th where we left off. Not 19th. Yeah, 19th we discussed, and we'll continue with 20, chapter 20 onwards today. So in the past, we have seen that how Priyavrat Maharaj, expanding himself as the second son, divided the Bhumandala into 7 islands, 7 dvipas, by creating 7 concentric oceans. So these were the names and rivers, what kind of rivers were there, what kind of oceans were there. And then we saw more elaborately about Jambu Dvipa. Jambu Dvipa has 9 mountains, dividing the entire island into 9 varshas. The names of those varshas are Ilavruta, Ketumala, Bhadrashva, Ramyaka, Hiranyaya, Uttara, Hari, Kimpurusha, and Bharata Varsha. And Bhagavatam also talks about the opulences of the Ilavruta Varsha, indicating that whatever opulences that are there in Ilavruta Varsha were also there in the 8 varshas, except Bharata Varsha, remaining 8 varshas of same opulences. That's why these 8 varshas are called as Bhauma Swargas. And Bharata Varsha is Karma Bhumi. So then it also talks about the flow of Ganga through all these different varshas of Jambu Dvipa, etc. On top of Mount Meru, the different Lokapalas have their townships, that also we saw. Then finally we saw that within Bharata Varsha there are 9 divisions. They are known as 9 Dvipas. And of the 9, the 9th division is known as Bharatakanda. That Bharatakanda is our earth globe. And we have seen so many other references supporting that this earth globe, why it is spherical, the shape, dimensions, and etc. And Vedic mantras that are being chanted every day morning in traditional temples, Sankalpa mantra, etc. That is what we discussed. I hope this is where we stopped. Bigger, so that they will also hear.
Do you have a picture where you can show this division, Bharat Varsha's 9 division?
This one, this is the division.
How this is very
Others. Okay, in the next presentation, mostly in the next week, we will discuss that. They are not available in the Bhagavatam, but in another book called Bhugola Varnanam from Adva scholars, they give some information about other places. Not much information, but some picture is there that we will see next week.
And what is the relation of the moon in this structure? Like here, because from Bharat Varsha, people go to they travel to moon, but they cannot travel to other division of the.
Did they go to moon?
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't understand.
You are saying they got to moon. So
we are saying that people from Papua,
they are trying to go to moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to know how it is related.
Yeah, we will discuss. The moon will come in the 22nd chapter. So that time we will discuss. So, I mean, we have seen all these different things. So, any questions from devotees online based on the discussion which we had in previous classes? Is it everything clear, or nothing is clear, or we have heard and we that is enough? We forgot also. No need to remember anything. Hare Krishna, devotees online.
Yes, Prabhuji, so far it looks like it's clear.
So far?
Yeah, it looks like it's clear, Prabhuji. I mean, as long as you don't ask any questions on this, I think it will be clear.
No questions, Prabhuji. No questions till now.
No questions.
Sorry.
Have you, I mean, कुछ homework किया क्या? Homework किया तो प्रश्न आते हैं.
Homework करने को time नहीं मिल रहा है, Prabhuji.
Then what is the point in having classes?
We are hearing
Hearing
Oh,
only.
Yes.
Little louder so that they will understand that you are speaking.
When you spoke about the Bharatavarsha, and then that again got divided into 9 khandas, right?
Mm.
So the last khanda is Bharata khanda.
Yes.
So whether other khandas also subjected to karma, like you said, all
Yes,
those,
yes.
they are
Entire Bharatavarsha is subjected to karma. This entire thing is called karma bhumi.
okay. So now, but then we don't have access to those.
Yeah. Tu agamya parasparam. With the current body, we cannot go to other places.
Okay. But they are also like us, who are like
Yeah.
have all those.
Same instruction
diseases.
applicable to everyone. They are also like that. In general, no one can go from one place to other place, but there are some exceptions. Some people can go based on their spiritual maturity, etc.
If they,
I have one question, Prabhuji.
they can't
One
go
second,
with the-
wait.
They can't go with the mortal body there, right? It's like they will
No,
go-
in the mortal body also one can go with the spiritual elevation. Like Madhvacharya traveled to many places. We will discuss in one of the future presentation. He traveled to a lot of different places.
In this,
Yes. If a person of his caliber can go anywhere you want. But person like me cannot go. So in that way. Yes, Mataji, please continue. Online, who was speaking some time back?
Here now.
Yes.
In Ramayana, we hear that song, Jambu Dvipe Bharat Varshe. Means actually where Ramayana happened, Ayodhya is now in MP, and now means
UP, I think. Huh?
UP MP somewhere. Yes, I don't know exactly, but that song is that na Jambu Dvipe Bharat Varshe Bharat Khande. Ram appeared there.
Yes.
So Bharat Varsh, sorry, Bharat Varsha is full Bharat Varsha. This.
Yes. When the mantra says Bharata Varsha, means this entire thing is Bharata Varsha.
So means where is India lying? Means I have
India
this
is here.
question.
India is in Bharatkhanda. Within that is here. I mean,
Achha.
sorry to ask you this one, but were you there in the last class?
Sorry, Praja, I was not there.
That's why. But you did not hear also recording. Company homework kiya nahi?
I could not hear Praja.
That is the problem.
Yes.
I mean, actually, this topic is like that. If you miss something, you cannot continue. You cannot continuity. So you please need to do that homework during that weekdays. So we have class only once in a week. If someone misses something, you need to discuss with other devotees.
Yes, Praja.
Machita madagata parana bodhayanta parasparam katayanta nityam tushyanti taramajitya. So we need to discuss Bhagavatam with each other. Then only we can understand it clearly.
Yes, thank you.
So no problem. In the last week we discussed about Bharata Varsha only. So this is Bharata Varsha. So this is the picture of the. Sorry, one second. So this is our entire Jambudipa about which we discussed previous week. So and the last class we discussed especially about Bharata Varsha. Within Bharata Varsha there are 9 divisions. The 9 divisions are called 9 dvipas. The blue line indicates the ocean. This entire thing was one land divided by this ocean into 9 divisions. They are called 9 dvipas. Because for this land, ocean is here also. And the last one, which is here, that last part, that is called Bharatakhanda. That appears to be a spherical structure. And that is our earth globe. And that is called in the scriptures as Bharatakhanda, Navadvipa, Sudarshana Dvipa, Kumarika Dvipa. It's like that various names are given to the same place in different scriptures. But from our point of view, from Bhagavatam point of view, we should call it as Bharatakanda. Kanda means division. Just like Ramayana has Balakanda, Ayodhyakanda, Aranyakanda, Kishkinda Kanda, Sundarakanda, Yuddhakanda, Uttarakanda, like that. Kanda means basically a division. So here also there are divisions. So Bharatakanda is the division.
full 9 divisions of Bharat.
No, full 9th division is Bharatakanda.
So that is in bow shape.
Bow shaped only. The remaining part has been submerged by the ocean. Only in the middle, some portion is remaining. That is kind of spherical. Yes. चारों दिशा में समुद्र है. So some jaga do gaya samudra mein. So what remained is only in the middle, the spherical
The
structure.
last portion is spherical, others are like.
How they are, we will see next class, next week. Not today, but next week we will see certainly.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So in some purports, Prabhupada writes that Bharatakanta refers actually to India.
Not some purports, many purports, many places in the Bhagavatam. Prabhupada says the 7 continents of the Bhumandala are the 7 continents on the earth globe. Europe, Asia,
Africa, yeah.
America, Australia, Africa, Antarctica. So Prabhupada writes it many places. I have compiled all such statements. When it says that Prabhupada writes, when Bharatavarsha comes, Prabhupada says India only.
India he writes.
Bharatavarsha, because here we have the Himalaya mountain. That Prabhupada literally takes them as greater Himalayas, our Himalayas, between India and China. So Prabhupada writes it many places like that. So, but the only one answer which I gave to many times is Prabhupada wanted to connect the people to Bhagavatam.
Correct.
So in one sense, Bhagavatam is talking about our places only, the places around us. But when they come in, they will study seriously. The same Prabhupada who wrote about these things in different purports also told his disciples, so please study 650 Canto properly and construct temple of Vedic Landorium and explain it properly. Purpose is to explain properly. So it is like that.
Okay. And this the avatars also, the incarnations also, if you see, like even right from Parikshit Maharaj getting cursed, all this happened here only, right? In the Bharatakanta only.
Yes.
Right. And the incarnations, except for I think for some like Bali Maharaj, all that in the other part of Bhumandala. I mean, in the other part of the universe, right?
No. Bhagavatam talks about all the activities that are either happening in Bharatakanda, or they are happening in the heaven, nowhere else.
Okay.
So mostly they are either happening in Bharatavarsha, Bharatakanda, to be specific, Bharatakanda, or in the heaven.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and Prabhuji, sorry, one more doubt. So when
Yes, please go ahead. Not you here. Our projector has got switched off.
Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Yes, so Prabhuji,
when the
last time when you explained Bharatavarsha,
one second. So Mataji, our projector got turned off. Whatever you speak, it comes through the projector speaker. So we can't hear you.
Okay.
So please wait for some time. Then we'll continue with your question. Here some devotees are asking in the meantime. Yeah, quickly.
Last time when you said the famous rivers and the mountains of Bharatavarsha, you said.
Yes, Bharatavarsha.
That Nilachala and then all those important rivers which we have, Gomati and all. And you said this is in particular area in India which you said. Whereas you said it is Bharatavarsha, rivers of Bharatavarsha and mountains of. How come then it is only has come into that particular land, whereas it is supposed to be all over the Bharatavarsha?
Yes, all over Bharatavarsha.
Yeah, but
all rivers we don't know, na? There are many rivers where they are we don't know. Some we know. Some we know are there in India and around. Others which we don't know, they are there in the other parts of the Bharatavarsha.
That also not in, but no, specifically how come it is all the rivers in India, whereas Bharatakanda is the entire world.
Yes.
So it has not spoken anything which is.
Yes, bro. ऐसे मत करो कभी भी. इधर बंद कर दो, बंद करने इधर बंद कर दो, उधर बंद कर दो. आपने निकाल दिया. You can turn off here. So the book Bhagavatam Vichar, it gives a hint about why Bhagavatam talks about all the events. Seems to be so familiar. The places are seems to be so familiar next to us. The reason is we need to understand about our history. If at all we want to progress spiritually, we need to hear about the people in the past who used to live here, who practiced bhakti, who went back to Godhead. Do you get inspiration by hearing about them, or do you get inspiration about hearing someone some place went to some other place? From whom you get inspiration? Either say, because currently I am here. I should understand that somebody who was here went back to Godhead. Then only I can practice the same bhakti. I have some roadmap, already roadmap is there. So that I can go back to Godhead. I have surety.
So that means the other rivers are mountains are not mentioned, which is not under our purview. I mean, that's like that.
Bhagavatam is talking about different rivers are there in all over Bharatavarsha. Some of them we come across, some of them we don't come across. That's all.
That's what I want to know, because majorities come in that particular land of.
Not majority,
India.
few. Not majority, not majority. Few in India and others are the rest of the world and other places. Not all.
Bharat Varsha and Bharat Khanda are one.
No. This entire thing is Bharata Varsha. And this spherical globe is Bharata Khanda.
In Jambudvipa, that's 7 divisions and उसमें that Bharat Khanda.
Jambudvipa 7 divisions कहाँ से आ गए?
नहीं. Later on, then
7 कहाँ से आ गया? 9.
9. Yeah.
This is Jambudvipa, in
Yes.
which there are 9 divisions. 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
The 9th division is Bharata Varsha. Within Bharata Varsha, there are further 9 divisions. And of the 9 divisions, the 9th one is Bharata Khanda. This is the first division, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. This is the 9th one. 9th one is our Bharata Khanda. That is our spherical earth globe.
So Bharat Maharaj has given his brothers all the 9 khandas, and he became the main this thing.
Yeah,
he
he
has not
remained.
taken any separately as such.
No. He
He
remained.
has given entire thing to the
Yes.
brothers. And
Central government, state government.
it's like that.
He remained prime minister.
Unlike
He made other chief ministers.
Yeah.
So in that.
And probably there's 9 divisions. They are, what are the blue lines?
Blue line is the ocean.
Ocean.
Because they are separated by ocean, they are called as dvipas.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So can I ask?
Yes, Mataji.
So like we see the inhabitants, the residents of the other part of Jambudvipa, they are praying that they want to take birth in Bharata Varsha, right? But at least the current age, if we see, Sanatan Dharma has followed only in at least with respect to Bharata Khanda, if we take, so it's followed only in this part of like world, like India, which is a very small division. So like when they pray, they want to take part in the take birth in Bharata Varsha, which means Sanatan Dharma is followed in the other this one of Varshas of Bharata Varsha.
See, that is conclusion of our topic. See, Bharata Varsha is very huge. Bharata Varsha gets its name because of the presence of Bharata Khanda, and Bharata Khanda in itself is very huge. It has got so many different places. Among all the different places, a place known as Svarnabhumi is special, where Varnashrama Dharma is still intact. Many holy places are there, many holy rivers are there, many holy mountains are there. People are positive to practice Varnashrama Dharma. That is where most of the avatars also had appeared and performed pastimes. So in that way we can take, no issue. Because there is Bharata Bhumi, the entire spherical earth globe called as Bharata Khanda. Because there is Bharata Khanda, the entire bow-shaped land is called as Bharata Varsha. So that's how we have to see it.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
There is a question in the chat box. Kaikeyi was also from out of India. So don't say India and all. Kaikeyi was also out of Bharata Bhumi. Gandhari was also from out of Bharata Bhumi. I heard somewhere that in Japan, Lord Ram had some pastimes. Ho sakta hai, because they were ruling the entire. In fact, Lord Rama was the ruler of the entire Bhumandala. What to speak of our small tiny Ayodhya. Ayodhya was capital. From there, Lord Rama was ruling over the entire Bhumandala. So they could go at different places. It's not a big thing.
Bhumandala and is ruling from our Ayodhya.
Yes. Why not?
Can't believe, because we are so special. I can't believe. Bhumandala itself is such a. And his capital was here in this Ayodhya.
That's what we were discussing. First class mein tha aap? Where from Privat Maharaj was ruling?
No. Yeah.
Privat Maharaj, capital city क्या है? इसका नाम क्या था? Capital city का नाम क्या था?
You said some place, yeah. In India, we said somewhere.
Bittur.
Brahmavarta.
It was called Brahmavarta. Today we are calling it Bittur. So उनका capital is यहीं पे था. So he was ruling over the Bhumandala. He divided the Bhumandala into 7 dvipas.
So Lord Rama was also.
He was also ruling over the entire Bhumandala. Yes, he was. Not only Lord Rama, many other kings will show. Krishna was not even king only. Why he will rule? He was not a king. What was his name? Ugrasena Maharaj. He was the king. He was the king for only small area.
And also, somewhere it is written in Bhagavatam Yeah, from I think it's a Naimisharanya from where the Brahma created the entire universe.
No, no,
That
वो
is
सब भागवत कथाकार का कहानी है.
वो hub जो
No, no,
है,
no, वो कथाकार का कहानी है. वो सब है, ऐसे बोलते. हाँ, yes, please go ahead. सुंदर गोपाल प्रभु.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad Pranam. Prabhu, I just want to understand one thing, that is there like there is Devo Pratibhu and the earthly Pratibhu, like we perceive this Bharata Khanda as a globe kind of structure. Whether the demigods also perceive this earth Bharata Khanda as a globe, or they see as a flat?
No, they will see it as a spherical only. Why they will see as flat? It is not flat only. Why will they see it as flat?
So that means that the perception what the demigod has for our Bhumandala and the perception that we have.
Wait. Are you asking about the Bhumandala or asking about the Bharatakhanda?
Bhumandala and Bharatakhanda overall.
Including Bhumandala is flat, Bharatakhanda is spherical. So flat Bhumandala they perceive it as flat. Spherical Bharatakhanda they perceive it as spherical. Pretty clear.
Okay, so there is no difference. Whatever we are perceiving, as they are also perceiving same thing.
Yes. Whatever we are reading is there in the Bhagavatam and other Puranas that has been compiled by, spoken by Srila Sukadeva Goswami, compiled by Srila Vyasdev, who are all there in the assembly while Sukadeva Goswami was speaking to Parishit Maharaj.
Yes.
Who are all there?
They were giving the perception of art, like we are seeing the sun as a as a fire globe, as a fire, just this kind of thing. But the description we heard from Bhagavatam about the sun is completely different. It is like a chariot going with a wheel kind of thing, and one god is there.
Wait. You want to see sun as a chariot?
Yes, if I want to see a sun as a chariot.
Then you ask Krishna. Arjuna also wanted to see that Yadyad Vibhuti Masatvam Srimat Urjita Meva Tatateva Gachatvam Mama Tejo Amsha Sambhava. Mama Teja Amsha Sambhava. Arjuna said, please tell me, please show me what is that Teja. आपका अंश का तेज क्या है मुझे देखना चाहता हूं. Then what did Krishna say? What did he do in the 9th 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita?
Yes, he said that this is like a one spark only.
That is just
that is the 10th chapter. I am asking, what did Krishna do to reveal that Mama Teja Amsha to Arjuna? What did he do?
He showed the Vishwarupa.
Before that, what did he do? Krishna showed Vishwarupa. Arjuna
he has given the Dibba Chakshu.
You ask for Dibba Chakshu, then you will see the sun's chariot. With human Charma Chakshu, we can only see the light, the spherical globular light. With the Dibba Chakshu which Lord Krishna gave to Arjuna, we can see the chariot. In the chariot, sun god. We can see sun god's wife, children, friends, relatives, and family members, and everything we can see.
No, like for us, it is like that. For the demigods also, it is like that. Those who are living in the heavenly planets.
No, demigods go to sun planet. जैसे आप you go to sometimes your relatives home ना, so they would go to sun planet and वो अपना वो उनका चलता है, वो देखते हैं एक दूसरे को अच्छे से.
So they can see like the description as given in the Bhagavad.
Yeah, they see them as chariots and nice description. They see whatever is given.
Actually, from this only, I'm just thinking that is a perception is a difference. What heavenly planets, how they are seeing a sun, that is different from how we are
seeing. Not like that. See, I'll tell you one thing. You have children?
Yes.
When they fall sick, what do you see?
We see the temperature and the, what is the temperature?
You see the temperature also?
Whether he is sick means
you got thermometer?
Thermometer, yes. With thermometer, we try to understand whether he is having the fever.
You are a doctor?
No, I'm not a doctor. But
a normal parent sees that the body is very warm.
Yes.
The child is very weak. He can't speak, he can't walk.
Yes.
Then when he was taken to the doctor will see something else. Doctor does not stop there seeing the warmth of the temperature and does not see the weakness of the body. He sees what could have been the reason behind. Yes. He sees from the cause point of view. And we see from the effect point of view.
Yes.
Because he could see that because he had the knowledge. What causes fever? It could be due to indigestion or overeating or some other reasons, or masturbating or something, so many, dengue or malaria, whatever it is. Doctor can understand all this because he has the knowledge. Say Devatas have higher knowledge, so they can see things as they are. Our knowledge is limited, we can't see them. So in that way.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
like that we have to understand.
Okay.
Kindly do not equate the higher entities to our level. They are higher, their level of understanding, their perception is always higher. But kindly understand, Bhagavatam is written for whom? By Vasudev.
For us,
It is not complete. For
Kaliyuga people.
for the devotees, for the Kali Yuga people. Yes.
For a Bharatavarsha people, for the people of
for the people
Bharata
of Bharatavarsha who will take birth in Kali Yuga, especially for them, for us to understand. Based on what we can pursue.
Yes, but
Oh,
now another question comes, like can we ever able to see this Mount Meru by our Charma Chakshu? Is it possible?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu, it is possible. Get Divachakshu. Ask Krishna, Divachakshu will see
No,
everything.
so that means with our Charma Chakshu, it is not possible.
Yes, it is not possible.
No, like when
Either you become like Madhvacharya so that you can see everything, or you ask Krishna to give Divachakshu for temporarily one can see everything. First of all, why you want to see all those things?
प्रभु जी golden mountain, platinum mountain तो देखना ही देखना.
थोड़ा gold चाहिए इसलिए.
Silver mountain से कैसे लगता है देखना है ना.
No, don't take it the question other way. So I mean to say that, see, many times now what we read, unless until we see them, we don't accept. That is our modern mentality. That is a big problem with us. But because Shastra is saying we should have faith. Yes, they do exist. Just because we don't see, we cannot deny their existence. They do exist, we should accept and we should go on. But certainly we cannot see. That is answered in the next chapter, next presentation. Next week we will discuss about that. But allow me to continue. Abhi nahi hoga to kuch hoga nahi. Mukundmal Prabhu is asking when you are completing. Yes, Prabhu.
Just now you told
Prabhuji,
Lord Ram was
just one question.
Wait. Here one devotee is asking. After that, we will take question.
Lord Ram was ruling the entire
Entire Bhumandala.
Bhumandala.
Yes.
And in one of the previous classes, you told he was ruling all the entities on that Bhumandala.
Yes.
But could entities move from one place to another, this khandas or something?
Not required. Why they need to move?
But Lord can move.
He can go. Raja can go wherever he wants. Why common people would go? See, going from one place to other place is the modern concept. Because the Britishers and Mughals invading India, later on the globalization started, people are traveling here and there. In the past, you ask your grandparents, did they ever travel anywhere here and there? At max, if they traveled, maybe a couple of villages nearby where their relatives were there, there was not required. Whatever they needed, everything was available in their village. They were happily surviving. Unfortunately, today we don't have anything in our village. We have to depend on everyone. Your mobile came from where? This mobile came from where? China manufactured, but designed in America or Europe or wherever, somewhere we don't know.
Various places.
अभी आपको ये जरूरत है इसलिए वो सब दुनिया से आया. If you go back to your grandparents' generation, do they need this mobile? Do they need this laptop? They even did not have electric bulb only. They are locally living, locally surviving, happily lived, happily went back to Godhead. In spite of having all these global ingredients, are we ready to go back to Godhead? Are we advancing or degrading?
Degrading.
So this global movement concept is today. There was no need for people to move from one place to other place in the past. Even though Lord Rama was ruling over the entire Bhumandala, hardly would have traveled. He might have traveled once or twice in the entire life. Not required. They are happy in their own place. He is happy in their own place. When they have a problem, we would take care of that problem. Otherwise, no need to move.
But people of one khanda knew about other khanda.
Yes, they know.
As you said, because they cannot go from.
No, in the sense you don't have to know everyone, na. Okay, यहाँ पे मैं हूँ, आई तो वहाँ पे वो है. I'm happy here and they are happy there. When there is occasion, There is a marriage ceremony, they will come to your place. When there is marriage ceremony in their home, you go there, you meet. ऐसा होता था. They know. They could. In previous yuga, they could go anywhere if they want. Even common people also could go anywhere if they want, but that was not required. Unnecessarily, why to travel here, there, when there is no need? Currently, we are creating artificial needs. We are traveling so much.
First and also
now devotees are not coming to temple, they are thinking like that only. Devotees are not coming to temple, they are thinking why everything is there, we are satisfied here, why should we go to temple?
But there is a difference. But anyway, yes, Mataji, you are asking something?
yeah, and first kind
I'm
of
getting very confused between Bhumandala and AlokaVarsa. Bhumandala is Earth planet.
Again, going back.
You are not there in the last class?
I was there.
So please go through. I mean, from the beginning we were discussing Earth is not at all a planet. Earth globe is Bharatkhanda, which is one of the 9th division of Bharatavarsha. Bharatavarsha is one of the 9th part of the Jambudvipa. Jambudvipa, one of the 7 islands of the Bhumandala.
My God. Yeah, it's too much. It's going all over the head of me. Okay, I'll just go through the entire presentation slowly and see if I can understand.
See,
That time it actually went over my head only. I could hardly understand.
No, it's not like that. The problem is that since childhood we only know about Earth globe. We want to fit everything in the Earth globe. That is the problem. We know about something, we want to put everything within what we know. So it's very difficult to conceive something which we don't know. That's where our problem comes in.
Because you can't see it.
That is where our problem lies.
They are all invisible part of it.
And we have also heard about it many times from many people, many different ways. That is also another problem.
Yeah, that we don't.
Bahushastra, Bahuvakye, Chitta hoye Brahm. Sadhya sadhana shrestha na hoye Nischay. So
we have not seen other planets also, but still we try to fix in as per.
No, we have heard it in school days, na.
Solar system.
सुबह बचपन में पढ़ा था, वो सब बैठ गया. अभी कुछ अलग पढ़ने का हो जाएगा तो बैठता नहीं. वही.
हरि बोल.
yes, माताजी.
प्रभु जी, एक कंफ्यूजन है कि जब भी ब्रह्मा जी महाविष्णु के लोटस से मतलब नेवल के लोटस पे आए, तभी वो वापस वो स्टेम में गए, फिर उनको मतलब he heard tapa and all that thing, but in that stem all 14 planets are there. Is it
not in the stem? The 14 planets are spread all over. What happened? The 4 planets are there all over. I wanted to go to other slide, it's not moving. Okay. So, Brahma has divided the lotus flower into 4 upper planets: Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka. From the stem, there manifested the Bhuvarloka and Sargaloka. And from the lotus leaf, on the upper surface of the lotus leaf, we have Bhumandala. And within the lotus leaf, we have 7 bills, 7 caves. They are called 7 Bilasvargas. So that's how Brahma divided the entire lotus into 14 divisions.
तो ऐसे भी सुना था प्रभु जी कि वो स्टेम में 7th प्लेस पे अर्थ है, तो upper 7 lower 7.
Whatever you heard other places, forget it. In the very first class, I requested all the devotees, whatever you know from the last as many years as you have grown up, kindly keep it outside the class. Let us learn everything freshly, so that we will understand it properly. If you try to correlate with other things, it will be difficult. So our Prabhuji has come. Please come, Prabhuji.
I can hold my excitement.
No. So, but anyway, we'll keep all the questions for hold for some time. We'll continue with the other discussion. So that Bhumandala concept becomes more clear now in today's verses. The more details of the Bhumandala will be revealed. because we have only studied about part of the Bhumandala. The Bhumandala is much more than what we have studied till now. Kindly remember the image of the lotus leaf, which is spread across the entire diameter of the universe, just above the waters of Garbhodaka ocean. So now we are going to complete the entire leaf. So we have studied till now only about that much portion where our Privrat Maharaj had created the divisions. By his chariot wheel, he created 7 concentric oceans by causing 7 islands in between. So there is a quick summary of, so now we are going to study about the 7 Dvipas in more detail and followed by the remaining other portion of the entire Bhumandala. We have studied elaborately about Jambu Dvipa in chapter 16, 17, 18, 19. In chapter 20, we are going to talk about the 7 Dvipas in detail and also other details of the remaining part of the Bhumandala. The first Dvipa, that was Jambu Dvipa, it had 9 mountains, and those 9 mountains divided that entire Jambu Dvipa into 9 Varshas. They are called Varshas because they are located between 2 mountains. And Ganga, which is entering into our universe through the intervention of Lord Vamana, the causal ocean entered into our universe after passing through all the upper planetary system like Satyaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Maharloka, Dhruvaloka, Saptarushi Mandal, Sargaloka, Bhuvarloka, Chandraloka. It came down to the top of Mount Meru, then came down to Jambu Dvipa. It went in 4 directions. Sita, Chakshu, Bhadra and Alakananda. They went in 4 directions and providing water to all over Jambu Dvipa. So the 4 rivers were there. And in the last class, we discussed that when there is a distinction between Bhaumasvarga, the 8 Varshas in Jambu Dvipa, and Bharata Varsha, one of the principal factors that distinguishes them is the other 8 Varshas, their sustenance primarily depends upon rivers, because everything they have in the form of rivers. There is one milk river, there is one water river, there is curd river, dahi river, sugarcane juice river, molasses river, this river, honey river, everything is there in the form of rivers. They don't have to purchase anything from supermall. But in Bharata Varsha, the sustenance of the people depends upon rains. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanya annasamava. Yajnat bhavanti parjanyo yajna karma samudbhoha. Karma accomplishes yajna. Yajna gives rise to rain. Rain gives rise to food grains. Then people are sustained. So that's why Bharata Varsha is called Karma Bhumi. Okay. So that is the distinction. So now that same principle we see in the upcoming Dvipas also. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th Dvipas, they have 7 mountains, dividing the respective Dvipa into 7 Varshas. From one mountain, there comes one river, giving all the necessities to that particular Varsha. So you don't have to depend upon rain. Rain may come. It is like kind of fun, but they don't have to depend upon rain. But for us, if rain won't come, Hare Krishna. So 7th Dvipa, there is only one mountain, divides the entire Dvipa into 2 Varshas. And from that one mountain comes 2 rivers, giving all the necessities to both the Varshas. And just like out of the 7 sons, the first son was Agnidra, a Privrat Maharaj. He had 9 sons. When he divided the property among the 9 sons, after dividing, he named them after the names of his sons. Nabi Varsha, Kimpursha Varsha, Hari Varsha, Ilauta Varsha, etc. Same way, his other brothers also had and in those places, they have hermitages which are very beautiful, decorated, surrounded by beautiful lakes and gardens, covered by a lot of chirping birds, flower bearing and fruit bearing trees. Everything is very nice, scenic, beautiful and pleasant environment. And all these places are called as Bhaumasvarga. They are as good as heaven. They are no less than heaven. Maybe lesser category of heaven, but they are as good as heaven. Everything is naturally available for all the people. They don't have to work hard day and night. Just by touching or bathing in those rivers, in those water lakes, they are immediately purified internally and externally. Just like we also go to Prague, Triveni Sangam and take bath, or Mayapur or Vrindavan, take bath, feel purified. So in that way.
So what was the activity?
Louder, they will hear.
What was their activity then? They were getting everything like that.
Okay. Sometimes you, Prabhuji and Prabhuji go on excursion. What activity you do there in the excursion? Everything is pre-planned. Your accommodation, your prasad, everything is planned. You just roam around and see the places. And from devotee's point of view, roam around, see the places, take darshan and hear Krishna Katha. Nothing else. You don't have to go to office. But here in Mumbai, as soon as you get up, time is ticking. Get ready, complete 16 rounds and whatever rounds, and take breakfast and go to run for the office, work hard, come night, late night. So it's all, here we are working. When you go for tour, you are relaxing. Same thing they do. That is Farga, no work, relax. And they don't have to worry about any food also. Everything is naturally available. If at all they want. Even Purana say that, Vayu Purana says that, there every tree is like Kalpataru. Every mountain is like Chintamani, something like that. If somebody wants something, they ask, they go to mountain and tree. They ask, please, I need something. They will provide everything.
So the residents also do not work.
No one works.
What do they do?
That's what, tour,
So
excursion.
their life is there in that
10,000 years.
10,000.
More or less. Thoda niche upar 10,000 years.
After that, they go to this again karma.
They'll come to Karma Bhumi afterwards. Yeah.
Okay. Again for them.
They are simply spending their piety.
Whoever does pious karma, they only they
go there.
and they enjoy the life and then
They come back.
to this
Yes,
life.
yes, perfect.
They chant over there?
Huh?
They don't need to
Chant and all?
Some do chant, some do bhakti, yes. Why not?
So the entire Bhumandala is not Karma Bhumi.
No, only AlokaVarsa is Karma Bhumi. Rest all Bhumandala is Bhauma Swarga. It is the intermediate space. We discussed in the previous class saying that when a person does 100% piety, they'll be promoted to actual heaven, Svargaloka or Borloka. There they spend 90% of their piety. With the 10% of piety, they take birth in Bhauma Swarga, either in the other 8 varshas of Jambudipa or other 6 Dvipas. There they spend 9% more piety out of the remaining 10%. With the remaining 1% piety, they take birth in Bharatavarsha. Where they take birth? Suchinam Srimatam Gaye Yoga Prashtopi Jayate. They take birth in Brahmana's family or Kshatriya's family or Vaishya's family, where till the Dharma is intact. So, in where they can continue with their dharmic principles. So, that's why here it is Karma Bhumi, rest all Bhoga Bhumi. But in that Bhoga Bhumi also, some people do practice bhakti. But those people who go on excursion mode, they only enjoy. And once the ambience is over, when they have booked a hotel for 10 days. 11th day, can you stay? You can stay if you have money. If you don't have money, you have to come back. So if they have piety, they will stay. If they don't have piety, they'll come back. So this is the concept behind Shraddha. For example, some fortunate soul have gone to Pitruloka. Okay, our forefathers have gone to Pitruloka. By their piety, they are staying there. By offering Shraddha every year on Pitru Amavasya or whatever Tithi according to the culture in the respective families, we are allowing them to extend their tenure for 1 more year. Offering Shraddha on one day, on Pitru Shraddha day, we are allowing them to extend for 1 more year. So they will have comfortable life for 1 more year. And next year again Shraddha, again 1 more year. Like that, their tenure will be extending there. That is the concept.
Don't they have an intelligent to, chant or do whatever exercise in that? Because they're coming back there.
When did you start? When did you start chanting Hare Krishna mantra? At what age you started Hare Krishna?
2008.
What age?
Maybe 22, 23.
What were you doing in the previous 22 years?
I was not knowing.
They also don't know.
But they had piety to go there. No? So that piety doesn't give them
previously, you are also having piety. You are also going to holy places. You are also doing some pious activities. Were you not? but you did not start bhakti.
That may be the material piety you will not give up. You have to do a spiritual piety, not to get bhakti.
No, don't say nothing like material piety, spiritual piety. Bhakti starts manifesting by the touch of a devotee. When we come in the association of devotee, by the causeless mercy of the devotee, Satang Krupa, that will manifest Ado Shraddha, and then Bhajana Kriya will start. So we need to continue to do activities. Then one day Satang Krupa will come, then Bhakti will manifest. So in one sense, everyone in India, in one sense, kind of pious people only. They do travel to all the holy places. They do hear kathas going on here and there, etc., etc. But when they come in touch with the devotee, then the sprout of Bhakti will manifest. That association of devotee, mercy of devotee plays a vital role.
And he has to be a Vaishnava only. Devotee has to be Vaishnava only.
The receiver or the giver?
Giver.
Devotee or Vaishnava farak hai?
See,
There are different lineages
if you come in the association of Vaishnava devotee, you will become Vishnu Bhakta. If you come in the association of Shiva Bhakta, you become a Shiva Bhakta. So whoever is sowing the seed, you will get that Bhakti. If Shiva Bhakta comes and tells you to practice Shiva Bhakti, you will get Shiva Bhakti. If you want to become a devotee of Krishna, you have to come in touch with Krishna devotee. So it is simple. Same thing. There also some people do practice bhakti, but majority not. Majority people are willing to have a fun. That's why Jiva comes to this material. Na? Why Jiva comes here? Not to practice bhakti. We practice bhakti to go back to Godhead, not to remain here. We have come here. We have had some gala time. We are done with that, and now we are thinking that okay, enough is enough. Now let me go back. So we are taking a bhakti seriously because of that. Others are not taking bhakti seriously because they still have some more hankering. Let me have some more fun here. When that is also over, then they will take a bhakti. Like that we can see. So just like in Bharatavarsha, we have 4 category of people about which Prabhupada talks about in the 19th verse: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. All other places also have 4 category of people. They are called with different names. All the names are mentioned in the verses. I have not put all the names here, but the divisions are there. Yeah, in all other dvipas also there are 4 category of people. Beyond Jambudvipa.
This Brahmana Kshatriya is only in Jambudvipa.
Yeah, within Bharatavarsha. This categorization is in Bharatavarsha, but similar categorization they are all over the Bhumandala, but they are called with different names. No, not in higher planets. In Bhumandala only.
And
So
other Varshas, they also have Varnashram system.
not exactly the Varnashram what we have, because their place is not Karma Bhumi. Na? Here Brahmana Kshatriya is all specifically based on karma. Brahmanas have a special karma, Kshatriyas have special karma, Vaishyas have special karma, Shudras have special karma. These all, everything is governed by karma here. Other places, everything is excursion. What difference it makes? One is being Brahmana, other being Kshatriya. What difference it makes? अब यात्रा में है, यात्रा में तो सब लोग जा रहे हैं, सब लोग देख रहे हैं, सब लोग प्रसाद खा रहे हैं, सब लोग आ रहे हैं, बस उधर कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. हाँ.
Whereas in other dvipas, they have a proper system is there. They have system.
They have some other system. Yeah, they also have the divisions, but there is not such duties per se. So not so much emphasis on the duties. This place is so much on the duties. Bharatavarsha is specifically karma bhumi, and every karma that we perform, it is minutely observed by no Chitragupta. He is noting down everything that we are doing. Chitragupta only looks after the activities of Bharatavarsha people, not other places. Only a person from Bharatavarsha will go to Yamaloka, not from other place. Yamara, Chitragupta only our supervisors, not other supervisors. Be careful.
While practicing devotional service also, we have to, we might be performing some pious activities instead. What is the chances of devotee getting promoted to heaven standard? Means he is not end up going back to Godhead, and he doesn't have desire to. But since he has already performed some pious activities during his devotional practice, so what is the chances of going to heaven planet or some?
Yam vapi smaran bhavam tajati ante kalevaram tam tam yeveti kaunte. If the devotee still has some desire to just pay a visit to Sarga under the time of death, Lord will promote them there. If if one has desire, that is fulfilled. If there are no desires, it will not be fulfilled. That's why Lord says, Ananya Chintayantomam ye jana paryupaste, Tesham Nityabhyuktanam Yogakshimam Bhamyam. So our ultimate goal is to come to this point. Ananya Chintayantomam. There should be no other chinta. Only one chinta. That is Tesham Nityabhyuktanam. Want to serve the Lord in person for the rest of eternity.
Yes.
That should be the only desire one should cultivate. Then what is the point of thinking about going to Sarga and all? It will be not. If at all someone has the desire, they will go if they have necessary qualification. Lord will never say no or yes. And here, especially the leaders worship the Lord in his different forms. What forms? We are talking about now 6 dvipas. Out of the 7, Bar Jambudvipa already over. 6 dvipas. In the second one, they are worshipping the Supreme Lord as sun. In the third, they are worshipping him as moon. In the fourth, they are worshipping him as Agni. In the fifth, they are worshipping him as Vayu. In the sixth, they are worshipping him as Varuna. Then in the seventh, they are worshipping him as Brahma. Certainly, they are not doing Devata worship. They are doing Vish.
Yeah, ultimately, they are worshipping him.
Ultimately, nahi.
Through demigod, they are worshipping Supreme God. Yeah, you look, sir. Vayu for demigod, they are worshipping, but ultimately, they are worshipping Supreme.
Wait. They are worshipping the Supreme Lord through the Vaya medium. Are we worshipping Krishna directly? Are we worshipping through some Vaya medium? Who is that Vaya medium? Guru. Guru is Vaya medium for us. And for them, the Vaya medium is Surya, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, Agni, and Brahma. They are the Gurus. They are the intermediate Vaya mediums for the Supreme Lord. They are not worshipping them so that they will go to their respective places to enjoy. They are worshipping them at the bona fide representatives of the Supreme Lord, so that eventually they go to Supreme Lord. The leaders. This is not Devata worship.
But these are also Devatas. The sun would be a Devata, no?
Yes, Prabhu, sun is a Devata, but the people living in this respective Deepas are not worshipping Devata worship. They are not doing Devata worship. They are doing Vishnu worship through the medium of Guru. We are worshipping Krishna through the Vaya medium of our respective spiritual master, especially Srila Prabhupada. So they are doing like that. This is not a Devata worship at all. Yeah, in that Dvipa. Yes. He is only Radhanath Swami is Guru in this particular temple, in some other temple, some other Guru, some other temple, something like that. And here people live for 1,000 and more years. Bhagavatam only talks about one verse. It tells that they live for thousands of years. Somewhere 5,000, somewhere 10,000, somewhere 12,000. Like the variation, but they live for a long time. They have forms as beautiful as the Devatas. This is Bhamasarga. Their physical appearance is like that of Devatas. They produce children as the Devatas do. How? Last week we discussed.
Last 1,000 years they produced it.
No.
10,000 years last 1 year.
Out of 10,000 years, they live normally for 9,999 years. Only in the last 1 year, they produce children, as many children as they want. So it is like that. And whoever is born in all these places, by birth, they have longevity. That means they have 10,000 years lifespan. Strong sensory powers. They will never become old. What did we say? How their birth will take place?
One month
they will grow.
Sorry?
Within 1 month they will grow.
How their birth will take place? As soon as the union is over, within a muhurta they are born. Within another muhurta they become teenagers. And they remain teenagers for the entire 10,000 years. They never grow old.
They take births. By the sankalpas, desiring
Just by desire they take birth, or
not necessarily. They can have union also. Why not? So, longevity, sensory prowess, physical and mental strength from the birth. Within 2 muhurta, they became teenagers. Until the last year, last moment, they are remain youthful only. They have strong physical power and mental strength, everything they have. Huh? They don't die. They are thrown out of the heaven. Kindly read the purport from 8.3. 8.3. Bhagavad Gita chapter 8 verse number 3. Read the purport. The Panchayagna is there, no? They are thrown out of the heaven. They don't die.
And what their body is made up of, like us?
Pancha Mahabhutas.
Yeah, but in what proportion and all
That I don't know. I also don't know. If somebody wants to know, they should go there. And they have intelligence and bravery, everything. Throughout the life they have. Here our case is different. शुरू में energy नहीं, end में energy नहीं, आजकल बीच में भी energy नहीं. So it is like that. One small thing, I'm not commenting anybody. At least in my childhood, I used to see all the people in villages. They used to carry heavy bags. When they go to some other village, they would carry heavy bag. All the clothes of entire family will be carried by the mother only. But nowadays, everyone has a trolley bag. Trolley bag only. We can't even lift our small luggage. We need a trolley bag. So situation is like that.
There also wars take place, like conflicts here. India now we are having this kind of conflict. India, other countries. So there also there is something like the politics and all that.
No, udhar nahi hota hai. Among the people don't happen. Okay. The wars will take place between the Devatas and Asuras. Asuras below. Why Asuras do war? That we will discuss in 24th chapter when we discuss about them. Among the Devatas there is no war. Generally there is no war. Generally the war is between only Devatas and Asuras. And all these things are naturally available by birth and equally manifest in everyone. Not like some people are strong, some people are intelligent. Everyone is like more or less intelligent. Huh? No competition. Nothing is required. The trees, the mountains give everyone anything they want. Competition kiske liye? When they are getting everything just by chanting one mantra, why do they need to encroach others' property? But in Bharatavarsha, that is not the case. That's why people are encroaching others' property. So it's like that. And Srila Prabhupada writes in the commentary, here people, in spite of having all these things, they always remember that they are the servants of Supreme Lord. But in Bharatavarsha, if at all we are given that opulences, we say, Ishwaroham aham bhogi, Siddhoham balavansuki. So something like that. So now let us discuss one by one Dvipa. Jambudipa, we already discussed, but brief summary. Jambudipa gets its name by the presence of the Jambu tree, whose trunk is 100 yojanas. We said Bombay to Vijayawada, that is the size of the trunk. And the height of the tree is 1100 yojanas. The branches go to extent of 1100 yojanas. So it's a huge tree. That's why it is getting the name Jambu Dipa. And in Jambu Dipa, there are 9 mountains, including Mount Meru. There are 9 Varshas, 4 category of people. Of the 9 Varshas, Bharata Varsha is the field of Karma Bhumi. And here the specialty of Karma Bhumi is, by practicing Bhakti, they attain Vaikuntha very easily. Their lifespan varies according to the Yuga. The 4 Yuga cycle only applicable to Bharata Varsha. It does not exist elsewhere. Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. And the other 8 Varshas, they are called heavenly places, Bhauma Swarga. They live for 10,000 years and experience the happiness like that of Treta Yuga. And the entire Jambudipa is surrounded by the ocean of salt water. Because their lifespan is 10,000 years. By birth, they live for 10,000 years. That is, according to Bharata Varsha, 10,000 is Treta Yuga. So, that like same situation. They worship the Lord in 9 different forms, in 9 different Varshas. We saw that in one place, Lord Varaha, Lord Kurma, Lord Ayagriva, Lord Rishikesha, Lord Sankarshana, Lord Rama, and Lord Narayana. So like that, Narsingha also, all these different forms. So now, Plaksha Dipa. It gets its name because of the presence of a Plaksha tree. The specialty is, it shines brightly like gold. It is always brightly shining like gold. It is also as tall as Jambu tree. Same dimensions as that of Jambu tree. It is so special. At its roots, there is a fire with 7 flames. Because at the root of the tree, there is a fire with 7 flames that brighten the entire tree like the gold. That's why people from far see there is some golden object is there. So, in the tree.
So actually it is not.
It is shining like the gold. That's why it is shining like gold. It is not gold. So in that way. Here there are 7 mountains dividing Lakshadweepa into 7 varshas. From each varsha, each mountain there comes one river giving water to the 7 varshas so that they are sustained nicely. There are 4 category of people. They live for thousands of years, 1,000 and more. By following the path of karma, Traya Vidyaya, they worship sun. So Bhagavatam says that what exactly the details I don't know, but they follow some process called as karma, Traya Vidya. Translation says karma, Traya Vidya means the teachings of Vedas. Trividyamam Soma Vabhuta Papa, Yagne Rishta Swargatir Pratayanti. That Trividya stands for the 3 types of Vidya. So now they are worshipping the Supreme Lord through his via medium known as sun. So this is the prayer they chant. Here in this chapter only one verse is being said. In the previous chapter there are so many prayers which we did not discuss. Later on Prabhuji will take all those verses. So here they say that Pratnasya Vishnu Rupam Yat Satyasya Ritasya Brahmana Amrutasya cha Murtoscha Suryam Atmana Mimahiti. They say that we surrender to the Surya, who is the form of Lord Vishnu. Pratnasya Vishnu Rupam. They are not seeing Surya as a separate person. They are seeing Surya as the form of Vishnu, Surya Narayana. We also do same thing. Every day 3 times we chant Gayatri mantra. The first Gayatri is all about Surya only. Who is the oldest person? Supreme Lord, who manifests as Sun God, is the oldest person. Who is the presiding deity of the executed Dharma. The Sun God is the deity of the executed Dharma. That means he is the awarder of the results of one's Dharma. He is the deity of the knowledge. He is the Guru. Hanumanji accepted Surya as the Guru. Surya Devi is also one of the Guru Tattva. About Dharma. And also about the Vedas. And he is the deity of auspicious and inauspicious results. He is the giver of all results. Both auspicious and inauspicious results. This is how they are worshipping Lord Vishnu in his manifested form as Surya. Because we get to see sun day in day out. Can we see Vishnu day in day out? So they are worshipping Surya in the form of, they are worshipping Lord Vishnu in the form of visible Surya Dev. So in that way. This is no way Devata worship. This is proper bona fide Lord Vishnu worship. And this entire Lakshadweepa is surrounded by an ocean of sugarcane juice. Ikshu Rasoda or Iksh Sagara. Sugarcane juice ocean. If we want sugarcane juice, we need to go to Express and purchase 30 rupees, 40 rupees. Here they have naturally available. They don't have to worry. And surrounding the sugarcane juice ocean, there is a 3rd island known as Salmali Dweepa. It gets its name because of the presence of Salmali tree, which is as big as Klaksha tree, which was as big as Jambu tree. Same dimensions. And whenever Garuda comes down to Bhumandala, he will take rest on top of this tree. Garuda is a huge bird. He needs a huge place to take rest. And he takes rest on this tree. Here also there are 7 mountains, 7 varshas, 7 rivers and 4 category of people. They live for more than 1,000 years, up to 10,000 years. Here the people, by performing Varnashtama Dharma, Vedana, they worship the moon as a representative of the Supreme Lord. So they also chant a prayer. They chant Swagobi Pitur Devebhyo Vibhajan Krishna Shuklayo Prajanam Sarvasham Raja Naba Somona Astu Iti. They say that may the moon, the king of all the citizens and also all of us, they treat moon as the king of all the citizens all over Bhumandala and also all of us, who divides food for the Pitrus and for the Devatas according to the waning and waxing phases of the moon rays. May he be favorable to us. The specialty of the moon is he continuously provides food for the Devatas and Pitrus. There is a story that comes later on in our discussion. from starting from Pratipad after Amavasya. The sun evaporates water from all over the surface of the Bhumandala. First of all, the evaporated water directly goes to the moon. And moon extracts by churning that evaporated water, the essence of that water. That essence is Somarasa. It is converted into Somarasa and stored on the surface of the moon. When we churn yogurt, we get butter. That is the essence of the yogurt. Same way, the water evaporated by sun goes to moon. You extract the essence that is converted into Somarasa, and the remaining water, the buttermilk, comes down, forms clouds. And later on, when season comes, it comes rain, not immediately. So modern science only says that water evaporates, it goes to sky, it becomes clouds. But our scripture says that before becoming clouds, they go to the moon. Moon extracts the essence that becomes Somarasa, and the remaining water comes down. That is the plain water that becomes the cloud. So every day, the moon is collecting and removing more and more butter, more and more the essence. Slowly, the moon becomes white, 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 white. Butter is white, na? It will become white, bright, bright, bright. By the Paurnami, full surface is occupied by Somaras. And then moon god invites all the devatas. My dear friend, please come have your meal. For 14.5 days, the devatas accept Somaras. So every day, the amount of Somaras is reducing. On the second half of the 15th day, that is Amavasya second half, afternoon time, the Pitrus are told, Baki jo bacha ho aap le lo. Because devatas are huge in number, Pitrus are few in number. So that much is enough. So they will have their meal on second half of Amavasya. That's why whenever we generally offer Shraddha, it is recommended to offer on Amavasyas. Every Amavasya, if you go to holy places, they keep offering Shraddhas. Because Amavasya is the time of the Pitrus to accept the... No, not like that. Just because it is Amavasya, we have to offer Shraddha. Nothing coming close or far. So, they are telling that because of the waxing and waning phases, you are providing food for the Devatas and Pitrus. Similarly, may you provide food for us also. May you maintain us. That's what said in Bhagavad Gita. Pushnami Aushadhi Sarve Soma Bhutva Rasatmaka. It is by moon only we are getting all our food. He is maintaining us by providing food. That will please take care of us. And this, are they worshipping moon god?
No.
Who is responsible for our maintenance?
Vishnu.
Which Vishnu?
Vishnu.
Not original Vishnu. उनका कुछ नाम है. Shirodaksha Vishnu, the maintainer of us. He is the responsible person. He will maintain us through the medium of sun god, moon god, and other devatas. So they are the via medium to maintain us. So here moon god is not only maintaining us, he is maintaining devatas, Pitrus, by providing them the nectar, the regular meal, and is maintaining us by providing the vegetables and food grains. Is he not? So through them, the Lord Vishnu is maintaining. Then we are worshipping Lord Vishnu through them. What is wrong? He is doing the duty of Vishnu only. So he is as good as Vishnu in that sense. He is a representative of Vishnu. That is another seva. One person doing multiple sevas. This is one seva. This is the main seva. Same. Whatever, whomsoever we see every day, day in, day out. Yes. Not only Bhumandala, he provides light for Lokaloka, Lokaloka also. All the three planet systems are getting light. That's what the mantra, what the mantra says. Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhuvar Swaha. Bhuloka, Saraloka. These three are maintained by sun. Sun is the expansion of Lord Vishnu, Surya Narayana. So Lord Vishnu is responsible for maintenance, but is maintained through sun. He is also maintained through moon by providing nectar for them, food for us. So this is the maintenance. You remember for the first class, what we said, what we are discussing now? What was the topic? The third canto. Third canto talks about Sarga. That is about the creation by Mahavishnu. That is the creation of all the universes. The next canto, the later part of the third canto talks about Visarga. That is by Brahma. Brahma created all our bodies. So then the third topic is Sthanam. That talks about the maintenance. Sthanam means maintenance. So we are studying about the maintenance. How the maintenance is happening is what we are studying in this section. How different entities are throughout the universe are maintained. So It is like that. And this Salamala Dvipa is surrounded by liquor ocean. By the way, this is not the liquor that is available in the beer shop outside and what a bar and restaurant outside. It is not that liquor. This liquor is as good as Somarasa. Somarasa, drinking which they are maintained. This Surasagara is also Somarasa thing. Drinking that they are maintained. Example is, it is like chasni in the gulab jamun. Gulab jamun also has some chasni. If you drink too much chasni, what will happen? So that is the final result. Abhi turant kya hoga? You feel like a kind of intoxication, dizziness comes. That is as good as intoxication, na? The effect of intoxication. This Surasagara also has that effect. That's why it is called Surasagara. But it is not harmful. Does the sugar syrup is harmful? We are getting diabetes because we are living in Mumbai. If we live in village and do all the regular activities and drink 1 liter of Shasni, nothing will happen. Diabetes is not because of Shasni. It is because of not doing physical activities. Lifestyle.
And this is actually they are diluted one, you said the last time.
Diluted.
Concentrated.
Not concentrated, diluted. So I want to say, because that whenever we hear that Surasagara, the word itself, we always have that idea of European idea of that. This is like the beverage. The Devatas are always drinking liquor. They are always in delirious condition. Not like that. That is their meal. हमारे राइस दाल सब्जी चपाती उनके लिए सोमरस उनका रेगुलर मील है. वो नहीं तो नहीं जिएंगे. बट थोड़ा ओवरडोज हो गया तो थोड़ा सा intoxicating effect. Just like if we overeat the gulab jamun, we also feel intoxicating effect. Overeat sugar, sweet rice, anything, any that heavy substance we eat over, we also have the same effect. So it's like that. Many times, whenever we have feast is followed by 2 hours power nap. So it happens. Same thing. But it is not at all harmful. It is actually maintains them.
It is not the same liquor.
No, here liquor is all fermented and very.
Earlier yugas, they might have access to the somaras also, no? Because we have instances where we hear that Indra giving somaras to such and such king, and no, that was there. Those yugas.
Maybe few, not everyone. But by drinking the somarasa, their body remains intact for 1 manvantara time. Because Devata is supposed to live for a long time, na? Their lifespan is 1 manvantara. They need to always remain youthful. So that is happening because of this somarasa. So in that way. Even if we also eat vegetables which are grown by moons, right, properly, we can also live 100 years happily without any diseases. But what we are eating is all chemicals, hybrid, and so many things. That's why we have all the diseases.
Not seasonal actually.
Not seasonal.
All season we get all the diseases.
That is the problem. So
why they call it only liquor then? Generally, our tendency is liquor is intoxication.
That's why never pronounce English words. Use pronounce Sanskrit na. Use Sanskrit. Itna अच्छा है बोलने के लिए. सुरोदा, रसोदा, इक्षोदा. सुनने के लिए भी अच्छा है, बोलने के लिए भी अच्छा है.
In Bhagavatam class we hear there is the ocean of liquor.
Don't say that. Say Surasagara. कितना अच्छा लग रहा है बोलने के लिए. So that Surasagara does not give a disgust feeling. When you say ocean of liquor, liquor? Kya liquor? We always heard so much about no intoxication. When liquor से लगा तो थोड़ा different feeling comes. But Surasagara, अच्छा है. देवताओं की सागर. That Sura does not give the meaning of the liquor. It gives the meaning of the Devatas. Devata Sagar. The kind of positive feeling is there. That is the beauty of Sanskrit.
Salt water is given to Tamburifa and then sugar to this plant.
We cannot live without salt. Can we have any food without salt? I don't realize the importance of salt.
That I don't know, but I don't know why it is like that. I don't know, but it is there.
No, it is there. It is there now.
Yeah.
They have this and we have this.
We should understand that we are not qualified for that.
Yeah.
We are in low state.
The salt is so important for us.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let us go on. So next one is Kushadvipa. Kushadvipa gets its name because of the presence of Kusha grass spread across all over this island. And this was specifically planted by the Devatas. That's why it gets the name. By Lord's will, it acts as the second flame of fire. So how? Because it produces mild and pleasing flames from its tender shoots. The kusha grass, which is sprouting from the earth, going taller, on the top there are the flower portion is there, that is producing the mild light, like moonlight. It is not like scorching sunlight, very mild, pleasing moonlight. The light is there all over, and the full moon day, how much light will be there? So like that. So that is the specialty of this particular kusha grass.
That's kusha grass is not the same grass, kusha grass we are.
Our kusha grass is Karmabhumi kusha grass. This is Bhaumasvaga kusha grass. This is a special kusha grass. Same family only, but different type. So here also 7 mountains, 7 rivers, so 7 Varsha, 7 rivers, 4 category of people. By expertise in Vedic sacrifices, they worship Agni. They worship the Supreme Lord in the form of Agni. Karma Kaushalena. So basically they worship the Lord by performance of Yajna. Today evening we are going to have Yajna here. The main ingredient of Yajna is Agni, who accepts all the oblation that we offer in the Yajna, chanting Vedic mantras. And here they are offering the prayer. This is a very interesting prayer. Parasya Brahmana Sakshat Jata Vedosi Havyavat Devanam Purushanganam Yajena Purusham Yajeti. They say that, oh fire, oh Agni Deva, you are directly the carrier of offerings for the Supreme Lord. Because it is through the fire the offerings are given. And in the universal form, the fire is stated as the mouth of universal form. So we feed to the mouth only. In the Yajna, we are feeding to the fire. The fire is the mouth of the universal form Vishnu. So we are feeding to the mouth of the Vishnu. So then, please worship the Supreme Lord by our offerings, which are given to the Devatas, by chanting the different names of Devatas. Idam Indraya Swa, Idam Nama, Idam Charan Chandraya Swa, Idam Nama, like that. We chant the names of the different Devatas and we offer, who are actually the different limbs of the Lord. When we are offering different oblations, chanting the names of different Devatas, it is actually referring to different bodily limbs of the different Devatas. Different bodily limbs of the universal form. Indra is there in the hands, Varuna is there on the tongue or abdomen, and Ashwini Devata is in the nostril, Surya is there in the eyes, Chandra is there in the mind. So like that, all these Devatas are different places. So that's what they are saying. You are directly the carrier of the offerings for the Supreme Lord. Please worship the Supreme Lord by our offerings to the Devatas, who are the limbs of the Lord. Though we are telling this offering is meant for Indra, but our intent is this offering is meant for the hands of the Supreme Lord. We are offering this to the hand, this to the abdomen, this to the tongue, this to the ear, this to the eyes. So like that. Please worship the Supreme Lord through these offerings. And this Kushadvipa is surrounded by ocean of liquid ghee. Matlab diluted ghee. Gruta Oda. Panchagrutam we hear, na? The main in Panchagrutam is ghee in that sense. So the Grutoda is surrounded by Krauncha Dvipa. Krauncha Dvipa gets its name by the presence of a Krauncha mountain. It has become fearless from the weapons of Kartikeya. And this place has been surrounded by milk ocean and protected by Lord Varuna. So there was a story connected to this Krauncha mountain in Ramayana, in Balakanda. Lord Rama tells Vishwamitra tells the story to Lord Rama when he was taking to forest. The story goes like this. At one point of time, Agastya, along with his wife, they were traveling through this Dvipa. Before this pastime, it was known some other name. So they were passing through different places. There are so many mountains, so many caves. When they were passing through some caves, then nearby those mountainous area, one demon was living. His name was Krauncha. So he saw some Brahmanas are walking in the caves. He wanted to play some pranks with those Brahmanas. He blocked one side of the cave and he created so much illusions from the other side. So suddenly there appeared a lot of birds coming, lot of wild wind coming, lot of dust coming, storm, so many things are happening. So Agastya's wife got afraid. Agastya, in order to understand, went into a trance for a moment. He understood that everything has been created by a demon who want to play with me, play with us, something like that. Then Agastya immediately cursed, saying that you are acting like a dull mountain. May you become mountain. The Krauncha became Krauncha mountain. But before he would become the mountain, he came, fell flat at the sage's feet and begged forgiveness and told, please tell me, how can I be freed from this curse? He said that eventually later on, when Kartikeya comes here to fight with a demon, at least especially to kill a demon for which he was born, when you later on convert him to mountain, when that mountain is hit by that weapon of Kartikeya, that Shula we see, no? Then you will be delivered. Till then you will remain at the mountain. Later on, of course, by the prayers of Devatas, Shiva and Parvati got married. They came together. They gave birth to Kartikeya. And Kartikeya was fighting with the demon here. And during the fight, Kartikeya released his weapon. Somehow the demon escaped from that weapon. The weapon hit the mountain behind that demon. I don't remember the demon name. Tarakasura, yes, Tarakasura. But later on, Kartikeya killed the demon. But before that, when this weapon hit this mountain, the demon got, this Krauncha got delivered. But the entire area was burning with fire. The whole area is burning and the vegetation is getting burned. All the living entities are afraid and they are all praying for the protection. Then they all pray to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu requested Varuna to do the needful. Then Varuna created milk ocean all around. By that milk ocean, the entire area became free of burning sensation. It became calm, quiet. Since then, they became the ardent followers of Varuna. Because in one sense, Varuna saved them directly. The indirect via medium is Lord Vishnu. But so they are worshipping Lord Vishnu the via medium of Varuna since then. So here also there are 7 mountains, 7 Varshas, 7 rivers, 4 category of people. They worship the Supreme Lord by offering a palmful of water at the lotus feet of Lord Varuna. Apam Purnena Anjalena Tejante. How do we worship ocean? When we go to Mayapur or Vrindavan, we go to the river, take some water and offer back. That is the simple worship. Apa Purusha Viryenasta Punantir Bur Bhuvaswava Tana Punitami Vagni Sprishatam Atmana Bhuvayiti. So they say that, oh water, oh ocean god, oh Varuna, your abilities to purify one and all whoever comes to you have been given to you by the Lord. The purificatory ability of the ocean or the river is not his own. It was given by Lord Vishnu. You are the purifier of the 3 worlds. The ocean in another form, in the form of Ganga, purify the 3 planetary systems. That's why Ganga is called as 3 Loka Pavani. May you purify the bodies of ours who touch you by doing Achaman or by taking bath or by taking water in our Anjali, since you are the destroyer of sin by your presence. So every day we are coming to you and taking bath in your waters or doing Achaman or offering waters back to you. So we are in touch with you. So you have the ability to purify us. May you kindly purify us. So this is the prayer they are doing. And this Krauncha Deepa is surrounded by milk ocean. And this is the milk ocean where the episode of Samudra Manthan took place, which is surrounding the Krauncha Deepa. That is where the Devatas and Asuras came together and churned the milk ocean to get the nectar for their survival.
Is it different with Shirodakshai?
That is different. That Shirodakshai Vishnu stays in the milk ocean, the Lokaloka, that is a small milk ocean, that is different. That is in Shweta. So surrounding milk ocean is the 6th Dvipa, that is called Shaka Dvipa. Shaka Dvipa gets its name by the presence of Shaka tree, which is very fragrant, and its fragrance goes all over. Its dimensions are as good as Jambu tree. So there are 7 mountains, 7 rivers, 7 Varshas, 4 category of people are living in this place. By the practice of mystic yoga, Ashtanga yoga, pranayama vidina, they worship the Lord in trance by meditating on Vayu, Parama Samadhina. By the practice of Ashtanga yoga, they come to the point of Samadhi. There they meditate on Vayu with the representative of Supreme Lord. And they offer this prayer. Anta pravishya bhutani yo bibarti atma ketubi. Antaryamishvara sakshat patuno yad vashe sputam. They say that, may the Antaryami, the Supreme Lord, who enters within the core of the heart and directly maintains the living beings by the functions of the pranas. It is Paramatma who enters into our heart as Antaryami, and he maintains our body through the medium of 10 pranas plus Mukhya Prana. 10 pranas are inside the body. The Mukhya Prana, that is which is coming and going, the breathing. 10. I said 10. 10. 10 pranas are inside the body. They are taking care of the maintenance of the body, and they are working because of the breathing. If you don't breathe, they don't function. The 10 pranas don't function if you don't breathe. So breathing is called Mukhya Prana. Under whose control the universe is created, please protect us. So they are praying to Lord Vishnu, who manifests in the form of Vayu, and whose function is happening within the body to maintain our body in the form of 10 pranas, which also maintain the entire universe. Without Vayu, nothing is maintained in the entire universe. So, in the
What is
Shaka Dvipa? Some kind of tree, I don't know what is it. I don't know. Don't ask all those things. Ho sakta hai. Sack tree may be called some like we remember jambu tree is like jamun tree, modern day jamun tree. Sack wood. हो सकता है टेक उधर sack हो सकता है. Teak wood is different, sack is different, both are different. Sack is black in color.
It is full of fragrance.
It has a
Fragrance, yeah.
So maybe the
Little the wood is. I don't know, whatever. Childhood I used to hear sack tree.
Normally there are 5 pranas, no?
10 Prabhu. If you have any doubt, please refer to 3-6, Canto 3 and Chapter 6.
Okay.
Please refer to chapter that. You get all the 10 pranas. There are 10 pranas in the body.
Five are important ones.
5 vayus.
10 are total.
Yes,
Other
5
five
is
are-
5 is.
5 are important prana vayus. That's what.
Okay.
Bhagavatam
It's okay, 5, 10, whatever it is prana which is maintaining our body. Okay, that we accept. It is breathing which maintain the pranas. It is prana which maintain the body, by which we are performing all the activities. If prana becomes weak, we become weak. Prana pana samayukta pachami annam chaturvidam. Prana weak ho gaya, food bhi digest nahi hoga. Surrounded by an ocean of yogurt, there is a full ocean of yogurt. Dadi Mandoda surrounding the Shakadvipa. Then surrounding yogurt ocean is Pushkaradipa. Pushkaradipa gets its name because of the presence of a lotus flower, which has 100 million pure golden petals. Only one flower, which is as effulgent as the flaming of fire. All are same color, fire, everything is the same color. There is only one lotus flower. Whenever Lord Brahma comes down to Bhumandala to look after the well-being of the Bhumandala, he will stay on top of this lotus flower. He does not stay here and there. ये उनका घर यहाँ पे.
One residence is at Sumeri, this is another residence.
This is another residence. Yes. There is only one mountain known as Manasutra mountain, which divides the Pushkaradipa into 2 varshas, and there are 2 rivers coming from this one mountain and giving water to the 2 varshas.
Only 2 sons over here.
Sorry?
7th Dvipa will have 2 sons.
He has only 2 sons. And here they worship Lord Brahma by religious activities. Sa Karmanena. By performing various religious activities, they worship the Supreme Lord at the via medium of Brahma. So one thing, if you just correlation, because of the curse of Bhrugumuni, Lord Brahma is not supposed to be worshipped anywhere. But only one place is worshipped, that is Pushkar in Rajasthan. So some connection with Pushkar Dipa. Pushkar is not Pushkar Dipa, but some connection. So here they say, Yattat karmamayam lingam, Brahma lingam janorchayat, ekantam advayam shantam, tasmai bhagavate namayati. They say that I offer respects to the Supreme Lord, whom people with the idea of servant and object of service worship as Brahma. The worshipper is saying that I want to offer my respect to Supreme Lord Vishnu only, but whom people in general see him as the servant and object of service as Brahma. Because among all the services, Brahma service is the topmost service. So in that way. No, not only creation, it is he is the main kind of overseeing everything that is happening around. So worship Brahma, who is attained by karma, who is attained by practice of karma, who is fixed in devotion to the Lord, who is non-different from the Lord, who is peaceful, by whom the Vedas are known. Yes or no? It is from Brahma's foremost the Vedas are coming. It is Brahma who is teaching us what is Karma Yoga, what is Jnana Yoga, what is Ashtanga Yoga, what is Bhakti Yoga. Everything is coming from he is the Adi Guru for everyone. And he creates everyone. He also looks after, he takes care of the well-being of everyone. Whenever Devatas in problem, where they will go? They'll go to Brahma only. They don't go to Vishnu. It is Brahma takes them to Vishnu. They never go to Vishnu directly. They always go to Brahma only. Brahma is their one-point contact for everything. So that Brahma is seen as representative of Lord Vishnu. So he is called as Karma Mayam Lingam. In Rudra Gita, there comes one verse. How is it that Brahma is called Karma Mayam Lingam? Swadharma Nishta Shatajanmabi Uman Virinchi Meta Tata Paramahimam. When Lord Shiva was speaking to the 10 Prachetas who are going on their way to worship Lord Vishnu, he says that by practicing Varnashrama duties properly with the goal of becoming Brahma for 100 lifetimes completely, they are qualified to become Brahma. Just like by performing 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas, one person becomes qualified to become Indra. He is called Shatakratu. He who performed 100 Yajnas. Similarly, one who leads a life of 100 lifetimes with the proper following of Varnashram Dharma, they are qualified to become Brahma. That's why it's called Karma Mayam Lingam. His form can be obtained by practice of Varnashram duties for 100 lifetimes properly in a bona fide way. And Tata Paramahimam, if one does little more than that, one will come to me. That is Jnana. By the practice of Nishkama Karma Yoga for 100 lifetimes, one becomes Brahma. By the practice of Jnana, one goes to Brahman. The Lord Shiva is telling, one will come to Brahman. But the devotees of Lord Vishnu, by the practice of Bhakti, they will go to Vaikuntha. That is to spiritual world. So like in that verse, Lord Shiva gives the gradation where one will go. 100 lifetimes of Nishkama Karma Yoga, one becomes Brahma, or at least one will go to the abode of Brahma. One who does more than that, practice of Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, one will come to Brahman. That is where Sadashiva resides. And one who practices a little more than that, that is Bhakti Yoga, Ananya Bhakti. There one will go to Vaikuntha. So in that way. Surrounded by an ocean of sweet drinking water. The Plakshadvipa is surrounded by Shuddhoda, sweet drinking water. Have you ever observed any mantras being chanted by the priest, either in the marriage ceremony, or in the name giving ceremony, or in Satyanarayana Vrata? Shuddhodakam samarpayami, they say. Did you observe? He says it 100 times. It is not that they speak so fast. No, we don't listen. That is the matter. They speak at the way they speak, but we are not focused on that. That's why we don't understand. So he says many times, Shuddhodakam samarpayami, like that. Many times they say. That is pure water. Basically, the purified Ashman water. When in our deity worship, we do invite all the 7 rivers. So that is called Shuddhoda. So then, in the 7th Dvipa, there is a mountain called Manasutra mountain. There is a description about this mountain. This is a special mountain. Manasutra mountain is situated in the middle of Pushkar Dvipa. Tad Dvipa Madhye. It is exactly located in the middle of the island. It is like a circular mountain. Its breadth is 10,000 yojanas. Its height is also 10,000 yojanas. These are the dimensions of the mountain. Mountain is like this, na? Base 10,000 yojanas, height is also 10,000 yojanas. its radius, since it is a circular mountain in the middle of the Dvipa, from the center of Meru to the center of the mountain, it is 15.75 million yojanas. And 4 directions of its top are the residential quarters of Indra. In the east, Indra's township is there. In the south, Yamaraja's township is there. In the west, Varuna's township is there. In the north, Soma's township is there. All these things are mentioned here. They will be used in the later on chapters. The sun's movements are explained based on these townships. Later on, we will see in one of the future presentations. And sun god travels in his chariot just above this mountain. The sun's orbit is located just above this mountain. A circular orbit of sun is just above this mountain. That's why this mountain is being talked about.
Goes around the Mount Meru.
Yes, Mount Meru in the center. Goes around means going around. Na? Where it is going? It is going just above the mountain. Mansutra mountain.
It covers Mansutra mountain also.
Encircling Sumeru in an orbit known as Samvatsara. The orbit of sun is known as Samvatsara. That is our 1 year. So in that way, by traveling around just above the Mansutra mountain, he creates day and night for the Devatas by its Uttarayana and Dakshinayana movements. For us, he creates day and night within a day itself. For Devatas, he creates day and night during the Uttarayana and Dakshinayana movements.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months daytime, 6 months night. For human beings, everyone, he creates day and night, especially Bhuloka, Borloka, and Svarnabhumi. So this is our Bhumandala with all the 7 Dvipas, 7 oceans. This is the 7th Dvipa. Previously, it was one uniform land, one circular island. But now there is a mountain in the middle exactly, by which it became 2 parts. This is first Varsha, second Varsha. And in the middle, there are 7 mountains creating those Dvipas into 7 parts. You are able to see?
Yes.
And on top of this mountain, at one place, there is lotus flower. And here is Shaka tree. Here is Krauncha mountain. Because of that, they are getting the name. And here comes the river. This river gives everything that they need for this Varsha. This river gives everything they need for this Varsha. And here 7 rivers are coming from the 7 mountains and giving everything they need. This river is not only just water river. It has a stream of milk, stream of butter, yogurt, milk, ghee, and everything is there. Whatever they need.
Where do the rivers get there?
Sorry.
How do the rivers get source from there?
From mountain only. Mountain is the source of all the rivers. Rivers are considered to be daughters of the mountains. Everything comes from the mountain only.
What are the mountains made of?
How it begins from mountain, if somewhere the source has to be. Just like this Ganga came from the
I don't know, at least in the visible area, it is from mountain. For us also, Ganga is coming from Gangotri. But we saw in the previous chapter that Ganga is coming from the top of Satyaloka. That Akash Ganga we can't see. What we can see in our perceivable observation, we see Ganga coming down from the Himalayas only. But Himalayas, it is coming from the top. We saw that Ganga is jumping from mountain to mountain. So it is like that.
Ganga is only for Jammu because others they don't have this.
Other rivers are there. There are different. The names are there in the book. Later on, you can see the names. I have not put all the names. Every river name is mentioned. Every mountain name, every river name, every Varsha name, all are mentioned in the Bhagavad. So as you go a little bit inside, okay, this is sun. Sun travels located above this mountain day in, day out. He keep moving. By this, he creates day and night for the people on the Bhumandala. He creates day and night for the people in the Borloka and Sargaloka as well. As you go inside, here is Shaka tree, here is Krauncha mountain, is the Kusha grass, here is Salmali tree, here these are the rivers. As you go further inside, here is Salmali tree, Garuda's residence, Laksha tree, Jambu tree, these are the rivers. Only Jambudipa I have not shown here because Jambudipa 6 things are different. We already saw in the previous chapters. So this is how all these different places have been divided. These are different divisions of entire Bhumandala. So one picture I'll show. So now you see this picture. Okay, before rivers. This is one circular ring. Na? These are like the 7 divisions. If you consider them to be 7 petals. You remember? When you see from the top, the Bhumandala looks like a lotus flower. all the different dvipas are like the circular rings of the lotus petals. So this is one petal, this is one petal, this is one petal, this is one petal. These are one group of petals. These are another group of petals. These are another group of petals. This is how the Jambudvipa vision is there from the top, of course. So when yeah, here you see, this is the lotus flower vision. The Bhagavatam gives a simple analogy. The Bhumandala looks like a lotus, combination of so many petals arranged in circular covering, circular lines. So that is the understanding. So this is the summary of what we discussed till now. We have 7 islands, 7 dvipas, surrounded by 7 oceans, and these are the 7 suns they were given to, and they themselves have a number of suns. These are 9 suns, 7, 7, 7, 7, 2 suns, and they are worshipping the Supreme Lord in their representative form. And these are the special significance by presence. They are getting those particular names, and these are some dimensions. Those who are interested to understand what exactly happening, mathematically interested. Others, don't worry. So it all actually comes to 15.75. The 6th ocean outer value is 12.55. This many million yojanas. The 7th island is 6.4. Half of that is 3.2. 12.55 plus 6.4 by 2. Adding that, it comes to 15.75. This is the radius of Manasutra mountain, and that is the radius of the orbit of Sun's chariot. In order to correlate with the distance of Sun to Earth, these numbers are given. Later on it will come. Later on we'll see exactly what is the distance between Sun and Earth. So some pictures about all those different divisions of Jambudvipa. Bhumandala. So that was all about the 7 dvipas which were created by Privat Maharaj. Eventually they have so many subdivisions and many things. 7th dvipa. So any questions based on what
people staying there? Types of people usually.
Kind of devatas. Bhauma Swarga. This is all Bhauma Swarga. Those people who did pious activities, they stay there.
Who do they like? Gandharvas, Kinnaras?
Not Gandharvas. These are all like some other people. Not Gandharvas, Kinnaras.
Humans.
Yeah, some kind of superhumans. Those who have gone to Swarga, they are coming back to AlokaVarsa. In between, they are enjoying there. They are transited residents.
When you said about AlokaVarsa, is it like a globe or something? Because we should
वापस वही question मत
not
पूछो.
from
Bharatkhanda is earth globe. AlokaVarsa is like the bow shape. Don't get confused.
okay. Bharatkhanda, Bharatvarsha.
Both are different.
And Bharat Bhumi.
That is India.
Yeah. So the India where we are, that is a globe.
No, Bharatkhanda is Earth.
Bharatkhanda is
Earth globe. Bharatkhanda is the earth globe. That is globe.
okay.
India is a whatever we see in the world map, like this.
Okay. So yes, Bharatkhanda, is it a globe or something? Because it is.
It is a
From
globe.
one
It is
side.
the globe.
And on the other side there is an ocean. So how it could be like spherical?
The remaining part of the earth is covered by the ocean. Only in the middle, some land portion there, it has become globe.
He's talking on the picture part.
अभी वो पिक्चर के जाने तो बहुत पीछे है. तभी पूछने का था जब पिक्चर था. अभी I have to go to.
No, it's like it would be a like sea, na? Because on this side it is circular. So yes side pe to it would be a curve, but inside also it is like it is covered by.
No, why are you thinking all that so much? If this is the plain earth, okay, I bring 10 tractors of mud or 10 trucks of mud, put it here. How it will look like? How the mud will look like? Will it look like plain or it will look like a? How it look like?
Shape.
No, it will look like a pyramid.
Pyramid, yeah.
When you put normal mud there, it look like a pyramid or cone.
Yes.
Okay, I add some water, I make into a globe, ball type. It will remain as a ball or it will again disintegrate. I'm asking you.
Disintegrate.
Why?
If I put a water, it will.
You brought a truck of mud.
Okay.
You add some water, not so much water. And 1 kg atta le lo. Plate mein dalo. Oh, half liter water, not half liter, some 100 grams of water you add. It becomes a dough.
Yeah.
Can you make that dough into a spherical ball?
Yes.
Will it remain like a spherical ball for rest of eternity?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's all. Somehow it happened like that. How and when I don't know, but it happened. because that is a perceivable reality. We have given so many proofs last time. It should be spherical only, otherwise whatever you are observing, nothing will work. And whatever is explained further in the later part of the chapters also nothing work. So it is like that.
There are no other globes in that picture.
At least we don't have information of other globes being in the picture. The other kandas of the Bharatavarsha, they appears to be like the mountain, the traditional mountain what we see. The mountain will be like this, like a half moon type, like certain thickness and like a half moon. Like that only the picture is giving.
Other varshas.
Other varshas. The remaining all like more or less flat only. Only Bharatakanda is spherical. Is spherical. Not Bharatavarsha. Bharatakanda. Is spherical. Yeah, yes, devotees online. Any questions?
No, Prabhuji.
No questions? Okay, if there are no questions, we'll go ahead. So,
I have a question, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, what about the other modern planets? I mean, how are they situated?
Sorry?
What about the other modern planets? I'm thinking Saturn and Mars. And...
See, Prabhuji, please, you need to wait for them. We will discuss about all the planets from 21st chapter onwards. Currently, we are still discussing about the Bhumandala. So let us stick to Bhumandala only about our discussion. The planets and all will come into our discussion from 21st chapter onwards. How and where they are situated, we'll discuss later on.
Okay, bro.
Okay?
You also spoke something about Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya saw this thing.
Prabhuji, wait, Prabhuji. It will come later on. Why don't be so much, what you can say? Curious. Everything will come in the later part of the presentation. You need to be patient. So Bhagavatam says that Bhumandala is actually very big. We have only discussed only small portion of the Bhumandala. So 3rd canto 11th chapter says that the total diameter of the Bhumandala is 500 million yojanas. And that is the diameter of our universe also, the internal diameter of the universe. And above, after that, there are 7 universal layers. And each layer is 10 times thicker than the previous layer. And all the layers put together, the overall diameter of the universe is 10 to the power of 18 yojanas. Not 1, 2. 10 to the power of 18 yojana. That is the overall diameter of the universe. Like that, there are crores of universes. Kotishu under Ashaya. In comparison to Mahavishnu, there are crores of other universes. So this is our universe, surrounded by 7 layers. Each layer is 10 times thicker than the previous layer. Our universe's diameter is 500 million yojanas.
500 million is 4 billion.
Yeah, into 8. 4 billion miles. Yeah. And Bhumandala is also that big. The Bhumandala also from here to here. Okay. If you just see the previous slide, on the previous slide. Here, what is the outer radius of the 7th ocean? 25.35. Diameter is 50. So we have only discussed till now up to 50 million yojanas only. But the total Bhumandala is 500. Still 450 is remaining. So now let us discuss what is that 450. So this is 500. So of course, the slide is here also. So we only discussed about 25.35 twice. That is the radius, and twice will be 50, and we have to discuss about the remaining portion. The 7 Dvipa, 7 Varshas are only 7 Dvipa, 7 oceans, only this much portion only. Not even 10%. Small portion. A lot of Bhumandala is still there. So after the 7th ocean, there is a land surrounding that. That land is known as Kanchanabhumi or Svarnabhumi. Only this much only. It didn't cover the entire Bhumandala, yes. It is not required. Why it is not required, we will discuss now. Utna kafi hai. That is a place where people can reside. Remaining places, people cannot reside. I'll tell you why. Drama festival aa raha hai. वो drama festival के तैयारी कर रहे हैं. A tract of land situated beyond the ocean of sweet water. Kanchanabhumi yasyam prahita. Its width is equal to the radius of Manasotara mountain. The width of the Kanchanabhumi is about 15.75 yojanas. What is the specialty of this place? It is a land of gold with mirror-like surface. Any object dropped there cannot be seen again. Have you seen any movies talking about some events happening in Swarga? Any dramas or any movies? बचपन देखा क्या? कभी देखा नहीं क्या? इतना pure souls आप लोग? some movie which is showing some scene in the heaven, Yamaraj or heaven. How does that scene shown?
Cloudy, smoky.
Up to the waist, it is all cloudy portion. Only above the waist only you are see the people. Okay, this Svarnabhumi is like that. Anything dropped in that cloudy portion, can you see?
No.
So can anybody stay there for a long time? If the place is like cloudy, when you are walking, you don't know what is there. How will you continue to stay? That's why this place is not fit for living. So no one lives here. But sometimes the devatas from Lokaloka come here for some sporting purpose. Though there is a huge Svarnabhumi, but no one lives here. It is as good as abandoned place. Up to 7 Dvipa people are living. Every facility is there for living. But here they can't live. And after this, there is mountain. Mountain pe bhi nahi reh sakte. There is a Lokaloka mountain. This divides the countries that are full of sunlight. Everything within the Lokaloka mountain is called AlokaVarsa. Everything that is outside the mountain is called AlokaVarsa. And those not lit by the sun. Loka means that place which has sunlight. Aloka means that place which has no sunlight. We need sunlight. Sunlight nahi to kabhi uthenge nahi. Then what to speak of living and practice performing activities. So outside the mountain area, there is no light only. So no one lives there. That's why it's called AlokaVarsa. Inside the mountain, there is sun, sunlight is there. So people can live and perform activity. That's why it's called LokaVarsa. And this mountain divides both the areas. The width of the outer radius of this mountain is equal to the 1/4 of the diameter of the entire Bhumandala. The Bhumandala diameter is 500. 1/4 of that is 125. That is the outer radius of the mountain. So inner radius is 41, outer radius is 123. The width of the mountain is 82.2. That is the 82.2 million yojanas. One yojana is 13 kilometers. How much it will be? Almost like 1,000 million. 1 billion kilometers is the width of the mountain. 1 billion kilometers. Huge mountain. It is created by the Lord in all 8 directions. It is actually a circular mountain. In villages, we have overhead tanks. Before entering to the village, there is 3-4 stories ke upar ek overhead tank is there. It is a circular tank within which there is water. Inside, if you go, everything is dark only. So, in the sense, I'm just giving an example. Like that. The mountain is like that. It is a huge mountain. Width-wise is also very huge. Height-wise also very huge. So we'll see that. It has been created by the Lord in all 8 directions. East, west, north, south, northeast, northwest, north, and all directions. It is a continuous circular mountain like that. The water tank, the overhead tank. No, this is Lokaloka mountain. Like Narsotara. And it extends up to the end of the 3 worlds height to the top of Sargaloka. That means the Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Svargaloka, all 3 are within the mountain. Yeah, a cylindrical type of mountain. Bhuloka is inside, Bhuvarloka is inside, Svargaloka is inside. All the 3 lokas are getting light from sun, moon, and other things. That is Kesharachala mountain. Mount Meru. Mount Meru is small mountain only. The height is about 4 million yojanas. Mount Meru is 0.1 million yojanas. 1 lakh yojanas only its height. Lokaloka mountain is about 4 million yojanas. It is very high. And this is the important one. Many times we get confused this. The rays of sun, other planets up to Dhruva, and the rays of the stars spread throughout the 3 worlds cannot spread beyond it. Whatever we see in the night time, the planets, the moon, daytime the sun, and the stars, the ulkas, everything are located within the mountain only. Their light cannot go outside the mountain. Then what to speak of them going outside? The modern science talks about so many things in terms of light years. 1 light year is like a long distance. When you allow sunlight to go for 1 year, whatever distance it covers, that is called 1 light year. But Bhagavatam clearly says that everything that we see, all the stars, nakshatras, everything within our universe is located within this Lokaloka mountain only, not outside that.
They are not as far as they say.
They are not as far as they say.
So all the
Stars?
they're all demigod visitors.
That we will discuss later until come.
So Prabhuji,
Yes.
so Bhumandala, we are Bhumandala, and then outside is the Lokaloka mountain from where we see the stars, the other things.
Wait. Couple of slides later, I'll show the image. Then it becomes more clear. So we are actually discussing about different divisions in the Bhumandala. In the middle of the Bhumandala, we have 7 dvipas and 7 oceans, and surrounding them we have Svarnabhumi, the golden land. Surrounding that we have a Lokaloka mountain. It is a huge mountain. In height, it goes to the top of the Svargaloka, and the Bhuloka, Borloka, Svargaloka, everything are within the within that Lokaloka mountain only. Yeah. So I mean, like after showing all the text, I'll show the script.
What the scientists say black hole? What is this black
I don't know, Proji. Black hole के बारे में किधर भागवत में आया नहीं. So
up to Svarnabhumi is
height.
height is up to Svarnabhumi.
Up to Svarnabhumi.
Maharloka and Janaloka.
No, not that. Up to Svargaloka only. 3 loka. On top of this Lokaloka mountain, there are 4 elephants located in 4 directions in order to balance the Lokaloka mountain. In order to balance the entire Bhumandala.
video is there, right?
रहने दो प्रोजेक्ट रहने दो. अभी इधर उधर सोचो मत. Just see the slide and see the text. No diversion of mind here and there. Ananya, what was that? Vyavasayatmika buddhi. Either stay here. The names are Rishabha, Pushkara, Chuda, Vamana, and Aparajita. They are established by Lord Brahma directly in order to support the Bhumandala and all other abodes of the universe. These 4 elephants are mainly created and maintained by Lord Brahma by keeping them on top of this mountain so that the Bhumandala can be maintained properly, so the rest of the universe also maintained properly. The Supreme Lord also resides on top of this mountain. One of the forms of the Supreme Lord also resides on top of this mountain. For what purpose? For the welfare of all people. Sarva Loka Swastaya. Till the end of the Kalpa, to protect the worldly affairs created by his Yoga Maya. Because it is Lord who is responsible for everything. He himself stays on top of this mountain. So the Madhva scholars say that the place wherever Lord is staying, that is one Vaikunta. Because Lord Vishnu himself is staying here. Lord Vishnu is called with the name Hari. He is staying here, and that place is called as one of the Vaikuntas. He stays there with his Vaikunta Vasis, residing there, being accepting their services, etc. On top of the Lokaloka mountain. Where exactly we don't know, but somewhere. So that way. Then AlokaVarsa. After this Lokaloka mountain, there is another, some more Bhumandala is there. That is called AlokaVarsa. It is a tract of land situated outside the Lokaloka mountain range. After the mountain, whatever land is there, that is AlokaVarsa. That is also part of the Bhumandala. Since there is no sunlight, no one can inhabit there. It is like barren area. It is fully dark because there is no sunlight. That's why it is called Aloka.
Sunrise cannot go beyond this.
Sunrise cannot penetrate through the mountain. That's why outside is dark. Because the mountain is so huge, na? When you put a light, an electric bulb inside the overhead water tank, light cannot come outside. It is very simple. Whatever these lights are inside this room, they cannot give light outside.
No, my question was in the first session that what is obstructing the sunlight to go the other side? This is the reason.
Yes.
So the sunlight cannot go to this beyond this.
Sunlight also cannot go above Sargaloka. It is not required also. Why it is, we will discuss in 23rd chapter.
What is obstructing there?
ऊपर जरूरत नहीं जाएगा नहीं. Sunlight won't go there only. Nothing. Still, because there is distance is very far from Dhruloka to Maharloka, there is a lot of distance, so it cannot. And the width of the mountain is, width of this outer land is equal to the radius of the far edge of Lokaloka mountain. So some mathematics, those who are interested, they can refer to. They are there in the book also, in the slides also they will come, but not confused. So there is AlokaVarsa. After AlokaVarsa, before the beginning of the universal shell. In the first picture we showed that leaf, green leaf is there, then universal shell is there. दोनों के बीच में थोड़ा सा gap है. That gap is called free space, some empty area. What is the reason for that empty area? The total diameter of the universe is 500 million yojanas, from where the universal shell begins. Within that, Bhumandala is there. The total diameter of the Bhumandala is 493.2 million yojanas. The difference is about 6.8. So 3.4 here, 3.4 here, there is a gap. And all around there is some gap. Because of this gap, sometimes the Bhumandala can fall down into Garbhodaka ocean. Yes? If the Bhumandala is as big as the diameter, it can never come down. Because circle, it is bigger in the diameter area. As you go downward, it becomes smaller. So it cannot fall below. If this is the Bhumandalas, and here is the universal shell beginning, there is a gap. Here is the universal shell. So this Bhumandala can fall into Garbhodaka ocean.
That is like at the end of the Kalpa.
Huh?
At the end of the Kalpa.
No, we don't know when it falls. We are only discussing there is a chance that it will fall. The Bhumandala should not fall into Garbhodaka ocean. In order to protect the Bhumandala so that it will not fall into Garbhodaka ocean, there is Shesha in between Bhumandala and Garbhodaka ocean. It is Shesha who is holding the Bhumandala on his hoods so that it will not fall into Garbhodaka ocean. Wait. आप लोग इतना फास्ट है, मैं तो स्लो हूँ. Please forgive me. So, because of this free space, Lord Shesha holds up the Bhumandala so that Bhumandala does not fall into Garbhodaka ocean. But once in a while, it falls into Garbhodaka ocean because of some reason in order to assist Lord's pastimes. In the current day of Brahma, it fell into Garbhodaka ocean 2 times. And before that, Shesha is holding the Bhumandala from below. But Bhumandala is very vast. It can go out of balance like this. In order to keep the stability of the Bhumandala, there are 4 elephants are kept in 4 directions from the top. That we saw in the previous slide. So that these 4 elephants above, Shesha below, holding the Bhumandala in the steady state condition. But sometimes it falls into Garbhodaka ocean when Shesha is not doing his service. Okay, it fell down twice. Once during Swayambhu Manvantara, second time during Chakshusha Manvantara. We have studied already in 3rd canto, 13th chapter. When Swayambhu Manu was created, he came to his father asking, "Father, please give me some seva." Father said, "Go to Bhumandala and take care of the Bhumandala." He went down. He did not see the Bhumandala. Came back to father. Father, no Bhumandala. Then Brahmaji went into mystic trance and understood Bhumandala went into Garbhodaka ocean. He thought he cannot bring it. He prayed to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu appeared as a small insect and became big, jumped into Garbhodaka ocean, lifted the Bhumandala. The same thing happened in the Chakshusha Manvantara. Lord Matsya came and told Satyavrata, very soon going to drown. It drowned 7 days ke baad. And then again, the Devatas prayed. So, human beings are born through Aryama. Please lift the Bhumandala. Then Lord again appeared and lifted the Bhumandala. When he was lifting the Bhumandala, Hiranyaksha came and obstructed Lord Vishnu, Lord Varaha. Then there was a fight between them. Then eventually lifted, of course. So that happened. So
the entire Bhumandala was immersed. I thought Mother Earth, that is this thing, Bharata Khanda.
that is a problem, no? इधर उधर सुनने का नहीं. इधर उधर सुनने का नहीं. सुनना हो तो बाहर रख के आने का, अंदर नहीं आने का. So
I didn't know.
Mother Earth also go on that.
Painting only Earth.
Even in our diorama also we have earth globe only. That is the problem. That is the problem. This is Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam clearly says, I'll show you the references also. No, it's Bhumandala. Abis. Simply you tell me, if this is the Bhumandala, on top of this the spherical earth globe is here. How this earth globe will penetrate through the Bhumandala and fall into Garbhodaka ocean?
It will not go. But then that's what you are, Mother Earth is the one Varan series. Mother Earth means what? Bharata Khanda.
Who said? Wait. Who said Mother Earth is Bharata Khanda? Who said?
You said our Earth globe. Earth globe is Mother Earth, right?
No, I never said.
Bhumi Devi is what? Mother Earth, right?
That will come in the letter.
Who is Mother Earth now?
Mother Earth.
Mother Earth is not Bharata Khanda. Mother Earth is whole Bhumandala.
Yeah, planet.
Full leaf is Bharat.
Where Bhudevi is staying? She is worshipping Lord Varahana. In which place she was staying? In Bhagavatam, in the previous class. In which Varsha? Uttara Kuru Varsha. That is in Jambudvipa. The personified form of the entire Bhumandala is staying in AlokaVarsa, which is part of Jambudvipa, and worshipping Lord Varaha, who is our husband and master. Nothing to do with only Vartakanda. Vartakanda is only a tiny portion of the entire Bhumandala. Bhudevi is the deity for the entire Bhumandala. So it is like that.
Why the painting, DVD painting is like that? Who is responsible for this?
You should change it.
There are many mistakes in our paintings in that way.
Limitations are also there. They cannot show the full Bhumandala.
It's okay. It's okay. So after this free space, there comes 7 universal layers made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether, ahankara, and mahatattva. Not mind intelligence. Ahankara and mahatattva. Many times devotees also get confused. Panchamahabhutas, mind intelligence, they say. No, not mind intelligence. Ahankara and mahatattva. These are the 7 layers. And after crossing the 7 layers, we come to Brahman. Brahman is situated after the 7th layer. Tata parastad yogeshwara gatim vishuddham udaharanti. The pure, unadulterated destination of the practitioners of Jnana Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga is Brahman. It is located outside the 7 coverings of the universe.
It is same one to make the Panchatattva we say to make our body. That is same to the 7th layer.
No. Because since it is called Brahmanda, Anda means you should have some covering. So there are coverings.
It doesn't have a particular.
No. I don't know. There may be something, but as much as I know, that it's just covering. So kindly now see the slides. This is the universal shell, the beginning of the first layer, earth layer. Within that, we have the Bhumandala with all the divisions. These are the 7 dvipas and 7 oceans. The white rings are the ocean. The brown one is the island. Surrounding them is the Svarnabhumi. Surrounding them is the Lokaloka mountain. Surrounding them is AlokaVarsa. Surrounding AlokaVarsa is the free space. Surrounding that is our universal layer. This is the universal layer. Of course, 7 layers are there. I showed only one, but it is like that. This is the flat picture when you see from the top. Now, this is isometric way, seeing from an angle. So this is the entire Bhumandala. This is the pole star, which is the topmost point of Svargaloka. Pole star is located on the topmost point of Svargaloka. That is where the Svargaloka ends. The 7 dvipas, 7 oceans, and golden land, Lokaloka mountain, AlokaVarsa, everything is there. Now let us see the mountain. We were talking about the Lokaloka mountain being circular mountain like over a tank. It is like this. The 4 elephants are located on the top of the mountain. Shesha is located below the Bhumandala. And inside that circular mountain is sun, moon, stars, constellation, zodiac signs, planets, everything is there inside that. Because of that, there is sunlight. And because of that, it is bright. Outside the mountain, everything is dark. That's why it is called AlokaVarsa.
We are also inside the Lokaloka mountain.
Yes, we are also inside the Lokaloka mountain. Yes, Mataji. The 7 dvipas, Pushkara Deepa, Krauncha Deepa, all the way up to Jambu Deepa, within Jambu Deepa, Illavrta Varsha, that Varsha, Dit Varsha, Bharata Varsha, within Bharata Varsha, Bhartakanda, within Bhartakanda, Asia, within Asia, India, within India, Maharashtra, within Maharashtra, Bombay, within Bombay, Kandiveli, Boriveli, and Girgaon Chowpatty temple, everything is within that only. So it's like that.
Prabhuji, Seshashai is lifting Bhumandala. Then what about the other Bhuvar and all those?
Not required, na. Only Bhumandala can fall into the ocean. Others won't fall.
They are hanging in space.
Bhumandala is very huge, very much flat. Na? That's why it is supposed to. It needs a support.
So major portion of the universe is like Bhumandala.
Of course, though Bhumandala is very big, the place where the people are living is very small. Out of a circular thing, as you go outside, is becoming bigger and area, but that is all vacant land only. The 7 dvipas are there in a small portion. So,
Haribol Prabhuji. These elephants are like statues standing there, or They move also.
The elephants are living elephants, but they don't move. If at all they move, they expand into two farms. One farm remain there, one farm moves around and comes back. They are not ordinary elephants, they are mystic elephants. They can expand. So now the question what devotees raised that we all remember thought that Varaha lifted only the earth globe only. I will show you the reference from Bhagavatam only, third canto. This is from 3:13:40. आपका हो गया already. Oh Lord, oh lifter of the earth. Here earth is called Bhudara. The earth, the Bhumandala, with its mountains, held by you on the tips of your tusks, appears beautiful. It is like a lotus with its leaves held on the tusk of mad elephant rising from the water. Lord Varaha lifted the Bhumandala. It appeared as if the elephant is lifting plucking up a flower and lifting it from the pond. Simple.
So it appeared very poetic, like a lotus, but actually it means lotus with leaf means Bhumandala, the entire thing it is described.
Okay, like that. Huh? I mean to say that elephant plucking out a lotus flower is not an effort activity. It is an easy activity. Like that, Lord Varaha lifted the entire Bhumandala easily, as easily as the elephant plucking of a lotus flower. But he's only lifting the Bhumandala, not other places. Why are you bringing other places into picture?
The entire Bhumandala, you said it's like a leaf of the lotus.
Yes.
That's what
It's like a, but it is.
That's what it meant for the
top view.
This is called extending. This is like the stretching the analogy. Don't stretch. Analogy is only this much. Analogy is just to indicate that he lifted the Bhumandala effortlessly. As effortless as an elephant plucking a lotus flower. For elephant to pluck the lotus flower is a painful activity. Like that. It has nothing to do with the Bhumandala and the university like lotus and all. Don't bring that in again.
Can you show the verse again? The earth with its mountains held by its.
Because the Bhumandala has so many mountains upon which we have discussed so many mountains.
When it says it is like a lotus with its leaves held on the tusk of an elephant. It is only figurative.
Figurative. It is just like plucking a lotus from the pond.
Sorry, yeah,
how easy?
Not literally also it is true, right?
Huh?
Literally also it makes sense. Because lotus, Bhumandala is like a lotus, you want to say?
Lotus leaf.
Yeah.
Lotus leaf.
Bhumandala is like a Pushkara Patram. It is not the.
With its leaf.
It is like full lotus, Mataji. Yeah. So don't extend analogy too much.
Okay.
So kindly restrict up to the, at least for this presentation, restrict here. If you want to extend it, you can give the explanation, no problem.
But in one slide, it's like, the Bhumandala looks like a lotus.
So for Brahma, it is like.
But it is not. It is looks like.
No, for Brahma,
Haribol.
Wait.
So it is seen as a lotus, but from the below thing, it is like just a leaf.
Leaf.
Yeah.
It's only figurative.
Figurative only. All these analogies are given to help us understand based on what we know. We know something, we don't know something. What we don't know, that is compared with what we know. That just comparison. Yeah, yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Yes, प्रभु जी, अभी ये भूमंडल अंदर है, तो हिरण्याक्ष हिरण्यकशिपु उसके बाहर थे, जम्बू द्वीप में.
Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu are born in Swarga. They were not born on the earth. When they were born, there was no Bhumandala only. The Bhumandala was in submerged into the Garbhodaka ocean. Just we are concluding in
Okay.
One more reference is there that we'll discuss that and we'll close.
And one more question, प्रभु जी. और ये अहोबलम जो प्लेस है उधर मतलब बोलते हैं कि नरसिंह देव ने वो हाथ धोया. He was meditating there. योग नरसिंह. The pillar is also there. How come these things are correlating? I don't understand actually. Because Ahobalam is the place in in Bharatvarsha, Bharat.
Fine. That we will discuss later on. That is also coming in our presentation. That time we will discuss. So right now, let us see through these verses. These verses are put in a way to give us understanding that we see outside many places, Lord Varaha seems to be lifting only the earth ball, the ball, but he's not lifting the ball. Bhagavatam clearly says he's lifting the entire Bhumandala, for which I am showing some references from Bhagavatam itself. I am not quoting from here and there. Traditionally, in all our Indian temples, they nowhere show neither bar nor flat Bhumandala. They always show Bhudevi. As you see in the pictures, here Bhudevi is there, here Bhudevi is there, here Bhudevi is there, here Bhudevi is there. But nowadays, when they make brass deities, they show this ball. Nowhere in the traditional temple they never show. They always show Devi only. They never show any matter. Now it is clearly mentioned in the Bhagavatam verse. Traimayam rupam idam cha shaukaram bhumandale nata data dritenate. Chekasti shringoda ghanena bhuyasa kulachalendrasya yataiva vibhrama. Your form of a boar, shaukaram, personifying the Vedas, Traimayam, appears beautiful with the entire earth, that is Bhumandala. It is not Bhartakanda. Bhagavatam uses Bhumandala only. Held by your tusk, just as a huge mountain appears beautiful with a huge cloud held on its peak. In the evening times, when the sun is setting behind a mountain, from our side mountain looks black. But above mountain, if there is a cloud, from the sunlight which is coming from behind appears to be very white like silver. And a black mountain with silver top appears to be very beautiful scenic place. So when Lord Varaha lifting the Bhumandala, it was a beautiful scene to look at. So like that.
How big Varaha was?
He was also very big. Bhumandala. And some people ask, good that you raise that. Hey, how is that Bhumandala is so big? Where Lord Varaha was there, how did he lift it? But Bhumandala is basically nothing but a mud block. When the mud block falls into water, what happens? It dissolves. When it dissolves, what remains is only small mud block. So when he lifted, it was small only. After lifting it, he did it bigger. There is another pastime also. How did it made bigger? I made bigger.
So all the mud dissolved in
Garbhodak Sagar. Scripture say that Madhu and Kaitaba demons were killed by Lord Hagriva after that pastime. And their flesh is added to the earth. Their flesh and bones, by which he made that, what you can say, even when mud block put into water, now huge water, it becomes almost like, it's not very, very, very soft. By adding the flesh of Madhu and Kaitaba and the bones, he made it solid. Density made it hard. So it remained hard earth afterwards.
How big they were?
They are also big. They are not ordinary demons.
So probably this Varaha could be when he raised that birth. It is just a
Bhumandala.
Bhumandala up to Bhumandala. It is up to which level?
Only Bhuloka. Bhumandala is Bhuloka only. Not Borloka, Sargaloka. Only Bhumandala. So this is Lord Varaha lifting the Bhumandala while Hiranyaksha came and obstructed. There was a fight. So he eventually killed him and brought the Bhumandala out. So why Bhumandala fell down into Chakshusha Manvantara? As I just mentioned, Lord Matsya told King Satyavrata that in 7 days, very soon going to be Pralaya, during which the Bhuloka, Borloka, Saraloka will be inundated by water. So you board into the ship which I send and I will save you. That all pastime is there. That references are there from 8th canto, 24th chapter, 1st canto, 3rd chapter. The pastime of Lord Varaha. This is the connection to the Chakshusha Manvantara's this thing. So which three? Yeah, 3 lokas are destroyed that time. Bhuloka, Borloka, Sargaloka. Later on, Chakshusha Manvantara. In the middle of Chakshusha Manvantara. Later on, you will read in the 6th canto. When
the Markandeya Rishi wanted to see the illusion.
Alage. Bhuloka, Borloka, Sargaloka, 3 are destroyed. There was no creation. Everyone died. During that time, Brahmaji went into power nap. When Brahmaji got up, gone. Everything is gone. Brahmaji afraid. What to do now? Painstakingly, I created all the living at the beginning of the Swayambhu Manvantara. Now everything is gone. What should I do? When he was meditating like that, he saw Daksha was performing austerities. From Swayambhu Manvantara. He was performing somewhere else. Nothing happened to him. Somewhere he is performing austerities. From the middle of Swayambhu Manvantara, he is performing austerities till now. Till the middle of Chakshusha. And he went to Brahma. Brahma went to Daksha. Oh, my dear son, I will give you your previous position. You become Prajapati, head of Prajapatis. You become like me. You do my creation on my behalf. Then he did creation through mystery potency. Nothing is happening. He went to Vindhya mountain, performed Siva Tapasya, had darshan of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu told, marry what? Pramlocha or something. Later on, not Pramlocha, Pramlocha's daughter. No. Pramlocha's daughter was Marisha or something like that. So it tells him to marry some lady, and he begets 10,000 sons because he has a big task to do to populate the 3 planetary systems. He wanted to do it fast pace. 10,000 sons. Narada Muni delivered them. 1,000 sons. Narada Muni delivered. Brahmaji says, "Abhi bachcho ko bahut bada mat paida kar do." Bachi, daughters. He gave birth to 60 daughters, out of which 27 were given in marriage to Moon God, 10 were given in marriage to Dharma, 17 were given in marriage to Kashyapa, and remaining 6 daughters were given to different people. And especially Dharma gave birth to different devatas. Kashyapa gave birth to all other species. Out of 17 wives, 1 wife, Surabhi, gave birth to all the cows and bulls. And Kadru, snakes. Vinata, birds. Timi, fishes. Diti, Daityas. Danu, Danavas. Aditi, Adityas. It's like that 17 wives gave birth to 17 variety of all the variety of living entities. Chakshusha. And the entire universe again populated. So it's like that. For more details, refer Tattva Vichar. You will get all the details. What exactly? So
and then you are telling us to refer other things, but let us remember this.
So this is about the Bhumandala, and in this Brahmanda, Bhumandala is covered by 7 layers. Each layer is 10 times thicker than the previous layers. No? So you see the image. This is our universe. This is our Brahmanda. This is the Bhumandala. This is the 500 million. The thickness of the first layer, earth layer, is 500 here, 500 here. The next layer is 10 times to the first layer, 50,000. That the next layer will be for 50,000. Second layer is 5,000. Third 50,000. 4,000, 500,000. Like that, they keep increasing one above the other, one above the other. And after that, we have the destination of the pure souls. That is Brahman. The Brahman is situated outside the 7 layers of the universe. And when the Brahmana sons in Dwaraka were disappeared just after their birth, he is coming to the assembly and scolding Krishna, Ugrasena, and Balramji, everything. Arjuna said, "I will protect this time." When Arjuna failed, Lord Krishna takes Arjuna through all these places. They started from Dwaraka. They passed through entire Bhartakanda, Bharatavarsha, Jambudipa, first ocean, second Dipa, second ocean, third Dipa, fourth, seventh, Svarnabhumi. Then there was Lokaloka mountain. The horses could not go further. Read Krishna book, it will be there. Lord Krishna released Sudarshan Chakra. It created a halo in the Lokaloka mountain. Then they went outside. There was darkness. Then Sudarshan Chakra again came in the front. There was light. Then they passed through 7 layers of the universe. Then there is huge brightness. That is Brahman. But still they went further. And finally they reached Mahavishnu.
To penetrate the Lokaloka mountain.
They penetrated.
The
I don't know that. That I don't know. So it is like that. So that pastime has a connection to the different regions of the Bhumandala. Eventually they went to Brahman. After Brahman they went to Mahavishnu. Earth, water, fire, and ether, Ahankara and Mahatattva. Yeah. So this is the description of our universe, especially the Bhumandala. So that's how our 20th chapter completes. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. I'm sorry we are getting late because in the beginning we have taken so many questions which were not required 2 days discussion. Devotees are you are not doing your homework. This is not at all fair.
Please give them questions of the
next topic.
This has to be skipped. We don't want any question paper from this.
No, actually we should have giving questions on the for every chapter. Na, Prabhuji. No, none of them asked. They are not in the mood of writing exams. What is this?
They are never in the mood of writing.
So we have covered chapter 16, 17, 19, 20 till now. And something 18 prayers were there. We did not discuss. Later on, Prabhuji will discuss.
Next week,
Hey, we will continue.
How many chapters?
What would be the topic?
Chapter 26. Till 26. So before beginning 21st chapter, we will discuss few more details from a book called as Bhugala Varnanam. Whatever missing points on the Bhumandala will be covered there, so that you will get wholesome picture. Some devotees were asking about the story of Ahobilam. Some devotees were asking about Ayodhya. lot drama, whether somebody can go from here to there, who can go, who cannot go, such kind of things are all presented there. Why something is visible, something is not visible. What about the other divisions of the AlokaVarsa? Why we are not able to see how they are located? Why Earth is only spherical? And why we are only seeing the Earth globe through the telescope? Why we are not seeing the remaining Bhumandala? All such things will be answered through that discussion.
Next week, same time, 4 to 6.
Yeah. I have another Bhakti Yoga class 2 to 3:45. My regulars are saying that way.
Next week, is there the planning is same, 11, 9:30.
9:30 to 11.
9:30 to 11.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So request online devotees to come to temple. If you all here, you can make better use of our discussions.